Hello, hi, hello, hi, hi, hi. Happy Monday, hello, hi, hi. Blah, blah, blah. Dude, my freaking... I still have a bruise on my face. How am I supposed to make money with a shiner? What's up, Bubblebee? Good to see you. Happy Monday, everybody. Welcome back to another week of streaming, except this week, as we all recall, it's a little different. What's up, SKW Slice? What's up, Snoot Snoot? Thanks for the good luck on 6. You said 6B. I think you mean 6D. What's up, Aiden? As y'all know, or as I have mentioned leading up to today, this is going to be a bit of a shorter stream week because I'm going on vacation. But today we are going to continue Monica's D-sides. Wait, oh no, I forgot I need to do YouTube intros because I make videos now. What's up, maybe? Today I will beat 6D. I thought I was going to beat it last time, but the D-sides are a lot longer. Or like the last few D-sides are a lot longer. So I only got halfway through it last time. But this time I'm going to beat 6D. I hope. All right, cool. Look at me being a YouTube guy. But yeah, I interrupted myself. Basically, the plan is to beat 6D today. I don't know how long that'll take us. I guess if time permits, maybe we can crack into 7D if I'm feeling frisky. But, you know, we'll see. You just got 3K subscribers for that intro? That's awesome. We'll be entering lurk mode in like 4 minutes because I'm in the middle of a Undertale Yellow all endings run. Currently 4 minutes in the allowed 10-minute break. Yeah, what's up, Angel? Best of luck with your run. I appreciate the lurk. Sorry, I keep interrupting myself. So, Monica's D-sides today. And tomorrow I'm playing Roblox for the first time with Quinn. And then I'm going on vacation for the rest of the week. I'm sorry. I stream Monday through Friday all my life. Every once in a while, I have to unplug. I have to touch grass. I have to go see I'm sorry. I would stream if I could, but gonna be doing that, and then I'll come back obviously and be back to the regular schedule.
What's up, guys, and welcome to another crazy Celeste stream. Today we have one of the hardest maps in all Celeste, Monica 60. We're already halfway, and I bet today is going to be a breeze. Like subs.
No need to apologize. That's probably the intro I should have gone with. Hi, what was just said? What's up, Conboy? I just said that I'm gonna turn into a dragon at some point during this stream. You have to keep watching to figure out when. That should be in the video. I refuse. The videos will be my lazy ass intro and then a clip from the stream. But I do like the idea. What? Yeah, you'd be surprised. Scaly Sona? What is Scaly Sona? I'm always learning words. Hold on, I can use context clues. A fursona is a furry's persona. So a scaly sona is someone, their fursona but has scales. Reptilian / amphibian version of a furry? Yeah, I nailed it. Yeah, I nailed it. At first, I thought it was like Scalia, that one politician. Wait, what's the guy's full name? I don't know. Anyway, there's no Discord update today, guys. Sorry, we don't have any new clips. We're also not going to have Variety Friday this week because it is a... What's the word? Opposite of extended. It is a reduced week. Scallywag? Yeah, so true. Yarg, you scallywags. Welcome aboard the pirate ship that is this week, folks. We're gonna do Monica's D-sides. Wow, what's up, 7-6? Are you so impressed by my pirate aura? Guys, do I have scurvy, actually? This bruise isn't healing. I've had this, like, yellowed eye for, like... I guess it's only been a week, but it feels like 8. Hola? Yo, what's up? I guess I should play the game. Eat lemons? I'm afraid to do that. I feel like they're really sour and it would probably make me pucker. I probably should though. Wait, I didn't think it was, I thought it was just vitamin C. I thought it was just vitamin C. Why does it have to be lemons or limes? Absolute Cinema. Maybe it's citrus. Maybe that's why you're saying that. I'm sorry, I'll play the game. I'm sorry. I was just saying some stuff. I'll play the game. Sorry, I'll play the game now. Sorry. I don't even have it launched. I'm regressing as a streamer. I don't even have the game launched at the start of stream anymore. That's so embarrassing. Oh, I know what I want to say. For the speedrunners in chat, you'll be excited to know. I need to stop announcing these kinds of things because every time I talk about stuff, my ADHD, like there's a part inside of my ADHD brain that's like, now that I've talked about it, I'm not going to do it anymore. But this weekend, I got the inspiration to start practicing sub 40 strats for any percent again. I don't know when the next any percent stream will be, but I just wanted y'all to know that that is like happening in the background. And honestly, after my little bit of a break, because for people who know, like I started speedrunning any percent like a month or two ago, and we haven't really done any streams of it since then. I took like weeks off and I came back, and honestly, the sub 40 strats for chapter 1, my brain was able to wrap my head around it more. Like I know I was talking to some of y'all about like a problem I was having with a climb jump for the one like extended super into wall bounce, I think in like the last checkpoint of chapter 1. Like I couldn't wrap my brain around it. But now like the sub 40 strats, I'm not consistent with them, but I think I'm pretty much picking them up now, or able to. So I don't know when I'm gonna do another any percent speedrunning stream, but I'm in the lab working. That being said, I know I've been yapping. Let me catch up on your messages. How dare you say things? Yeah. You'll beat at least one screen today. I know this to be true. I think that we can beat at least 2 screens. I'm sorry your phone broke, Convoy. That could be signs of high cortisol, kidney issues, etc., but like probably just a mark. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you know 7-6. This was like, I think I got elbowed in the face when I was playing pickup basketball. So it wasn't just like, or are you saying like how long a bruise lingers can be signs of that? Like it doesn't just pop up. It was like, or I don't know. Honestly, I would believe high cortisol. I'm a very anxious person. I'm a very anxious, neurotic person, so it's probably high cortisol. Yeah, this isn't any percent. That's a good point. Oh crap! Sorry, I forgot that I was starting my game too. Sorry, I'm multitasking a bit. Can you believe it? Oh, also we played Celeste 64 for the first time last Friday. No Variety Friday this week again because of the week being shorter, but Celeste 64 was super fun. Be sure to watch that VOD if you missed it, or I have a video of me playing like the end of it, which is pretty cool. First sub 10 next year by Teej. We're skipping all the milestones. Yeah, I just like, I feel like, I don't know when my next any percent attempt's gonna be, but I like working on the tech in the sub 40 video because it feels like I'm getting to the upper level of playing the game. And like even like practicing like the corner boost and like left side with optimal climb jumps and stuff in Forsaken City makes me feel like I'm getting better at the game. You know what I'm saying? Which I suspect that once we get stuck on Monika's D sides at some point in 90 and we have to move on, I suspect I'm going to be going back to Strawberry Jam. So like we're probably going to be progressing into expert and potentially GM stuff in the near foreseeable future, which is exciting. Taking the steps to get there. So I'm trying to, I'm trying to practice my any percent so it kind of like helps me make that not lateral, but like the moves forward. Sub 40 guide video by Imposter is the best video in the series, but sub 50 is fine for strats, but depending on your goal. No, yeah, for sure. I think for me, I'm just such a sweat. Because at one point, like when I was learning any percent, I was just kind of trying to like pick up whatever strats worked. Now I'm fully in the mind of like, I just kind of want to learn every room in Average Imposter's sub 40, like not just in his video, like I'll learn the main strats, But like I'm watching his video now, and like, for example, in the first room of Forsaken City, I now do that extended into a hop, into a climb jump, into a super. Whereas before, like the original version of learning that room, that's like a little less optimal. I'm really focusing more on trying to optimize basically my airtime. Because I think that's going to make my inputs a little more precise and better just in general for the game, you know, as I continue to improve at the game. Sub 30 guide can make you cry. Yo, sub 30 guide win. Hello, how's your day been? What's up, Prawn64? It's been good. I'm excited to play more. Yeah, more optimal 1A. Yeah, I'm just working on optimizing pretty much all strats across the board. But I'm starting with Forsaken City and trying to get that down to like 125. But I think with the strats in sub 40, it's like a little over a minute. But yeah, just wanted to update y'all on that. That's cooking in the background whenever I have motivation. But I think it's going to help me get better at the game and eventually get us to Grandmaster level. Which was always the goal. I want to be one of the best to ever do it. I want to be the very best. Yeah, you're a little late. I don't know what to record, but you're going to be okay. Optimizing airtime for more precise inputs means increasing movement levels, which means automatic time save. I'm saying. I'm trying to get goated movement. Let's go. What's up, Bloxen? Also, in case y'all missed the last D-side stream, we made it to Battle-In and we stopped. So I have not played this level at all yet. Let's reflect that ion. Is that... oh, reflection. Sorry. Let's go. I'm not late. 2 hours. I'm gonna get some popcorn. Yeah, get some popcorn. Get cozy. We're gonna beat some 60. Battle checkpoints kind of fun. Yeah, I'm excited for Battle-In. Battle-In's one of my favorite things in the game. It makes me feel cool. Makes me feel cool and like I'm a gamer. All new content never before seen. Exactly. We had to like beat all the stuff before this, but now we get to eat. Oh yeah, what's up, Cluster? I don't think you've been in a stream since YouTube switched to handles. I know your username was It's Cluster. It's been a while. How are you doing? You want me to be a room counter again? Actually, that would be awesome. If you don't mind. Oh, and it looks like you'll help people in chat too. Wait, that's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Why Battle-In so bad? Very evils. That's what the streets have been saying. But I don't think like, am I crazy for saying I don't think Battle-In's evil? I think she's just misunderstood. Or maybe she's like, she's just a product of her her upbringing and her surroundings. What the hell? NP exception just raided with a party of 10? Yo, thank you. That's wild. The freaking frame, we literally just started 6D and we get a freaking raid. What the hell-y? You're an Among Us player now, and how's that been treating you? NP stopped following you? Has NP been like your shadow? What's up, Cork? How's it going? That's crazy. Small world, I guess. Hello, mostly passing friendly people on from yet another Ash. Oh, was it a raid from a raid? Thank you, NP. Thanks for the raid. That's crazy. And it also means that I fixed my raid notifications. Because we got a raid, I think, last stream, but I didn't get notified about it. So W, my raid notifications work now. That's awesome. I think baby is also just misunderstood, so maybe misunderstood maybe. I'm maybe high. That was funny to me. I'm in full support of things that people think are funny. Is that controversial of me? I think that if everybody said stuff that they thought was funny, we'd live in a funnier world. And I'm in support of that. I know some people are afraid of comedy, but certainly that was pretty close. What's up, Thiago? Good to see you. I hope everyone's having a great Monday. Can I just say that? I'm very excited to be back for a wonderful week of streams and to beat this Monika's D side today. Cold take, TeejVeen is funny. Wait, do y'all think I'm funny? D sides are so cool, not gonna lie. I've been really enjoying D sides. Do you like the first bar of this musical cue over and over again? Because you're about to hear it again. I think you're hilarious, but spelled wrong, so hilariosis? Wait, that's hilarious. I like hilariosis, though. It sounds a bit like a spell from Harry Potter. Expelliarmus. If everyone said what they thought was funny, a lot more people would be openly discriminating. Yo, what's up, Samara? Thanks for the vibe check. But I mean, also true. Yeah, I mean, that's the common thing, right? Like super offensive people are just like, what? Are we not allowed to be funny anymore? I thought that comedy was comedy. Why? We can't say funny stuff. So that's a good point. Maybe not everyone should be able to say what they think is funny, because some people have a bad sense of humor. That's a good. That's a true facts. The music hurts. I'm sorry. I'm bad at the game. Hopefully, I'll be better one day. Like right now. It's 2021. Comedy is banned. Yeah. Do y'all think comedy is gonna make a comeback next year? Yo, what are our predictions for 2026? Comedy probably makes a comeback, right? It'll probably be... I'd say the chances are high. I think comedy's been longing for a comeback. Wait, okay, I'm gonna... Never mind. Now I'm gonna lock in. Because I see the path for this level, but I need to take it seriously. I need to respect my opponent. I can't just joke around anymore. I need to take this seriously. Teej, please lock in. I know you typed /J, but honestly, you don't have to joke. I probably should lock in. Like, you're probably right, not even joking. At least you know the true character of people like that. Yeah, I guess it goes back to, like, I do think people should say what they think is funny, because I do ultimately think it's like, wouldn't you all agree? Wouldn't you rather know someone by their intentions? Like, if someone's an asshole, I would rather just know they're an asshole. So I think I actually, by that same token, Bloxen, that's a good point. I think I still believe in a world where people should be able to say what they think is funny. I just think they also should be held accountable for what they say. You know what I mean? But like, this is 3567, by the way. Thank you. But that's just my opinion. I like, it's fine if you don't have that opinion. That's just my opinion. Like, I feel like lying can be scary and bad. But also, I don't know, maybe lying is okay sometimes. I don't know, that's kind of hard. I didn't mean to get into philosophy, literally not even 20 minutes into the stream, but here we are. Here it is. Here it is. And then I have to grab this, and then I have to be ready to... Okay, new PB. Using comedy in the Big 25 is crazy. Wait, are we not allowed to be funny anymore this year? The comedy situation's crazy. Wait, it's like the town in Footloose where people aren't allowed to dance, but people aren't allowed to make jokes. No, wait, I was the GOAT. Comedy was banned in 2021. Oh. But I've still been making jokes. Here's the thing. Sometimes you just have to be more clever with your jokes. Teach the philosophy of her. Wait. I do kind of philosophize far sometimes. You've also never seen me in the same room. Okay, this is hard. And I'm not talking like I'm not talking the like a cheese. No one's gonna understand what I meant by that. You know how there are hard and soft cheeses? That one was a bit tenuous. We can move on. I'm sorry. I'm trying to do cleaner comedy. What's up, done with everything? How's it going? Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. Wait, would y'all do y'all think I should get into like cleaner comedy? Like maybe something a little more slapsticky? The kind of thing that you could turn on in front of like a small child and they'd be able to appreciate it. They'd be like, you know? Versus like, I feel like my humor and sensibility can be a little esoteric sometimes. Like, what if instead I was just like, whoa! Well, I guess I do that already. I don't really know what I'm saying. That's all. I think everyone should just like limit test their own capabilities, and I feel like there's probably a way to make my style of comedy a little more appealing to the masses. Do you think that's fair? I think that's very fair. Like Romano versus mozzarella. Which one of those is soft and which one is hard? Can anyone tell me? And don't mess with me. I want only the correct answer. You aren't allowed to say any fake or falsified things. Oh, wait. I'm making this really hard. Mozzarella is soft, and I've already said that about that cheese. Every time I see mozzarella in the wild, I'm like, this is a soft cheese. Wait, so is something like brie a hard cheese? Wait, oh, it's because of the texture of the cheese. I get it now. It's like goat cheese would be soft. Jokes where you think you're better? Oh, jokes where you think. I see what you mean. Sorry, I thought you were saying something about how like I need to think that my jokes are better than they are. Which I guess is also true. I think confidence is a big part of comedy, right? Like if you don't have confidence, it's hard to sell a joke. Like if you don't think your joke's funny, then how can you expect the masses to feel that way? Both are hard when I'm around. You're the big cheese. Yeah, pretty sure it's the texture-based thing, which is dependent on moisture content. Wait, actually? Wait, we have a cheese expert in chat. Do y'all like cheese? Controversial opinion, I think cheese is pretty good. Cheese on bread? Holy moly. You know? And dare I say it, a grilled cheese? I'm a fan. I know I'm saying some controversial stuff here. Oh, wait. I thought I was actually going into the next block. I would consider myself a dream expert. Have you been lucid dreaming lately, Cluster? Or did you mistype, did you say dream, but you meant cream? Since we were talking about cheese, and it would make more sense that cheese reminded you of cream rather than it reminded you of dream. But also, if we're talking about dreams now, that's fine. I'm never beholden to one topic. As someone who talks about things, who am I to say that we still have to talk about cheese? Let's move on. You know about every kind of dream? Name every kind of dream then. I'm genuinely curious. I can think of 3 off the top of my head, but no more and no less. Y'all know which 3 I'm thinking of? Grilled cheese, the butter will start melting when I light the flame because the butter and the cheese are going to play a little game. It's called melting on the bread. That's typically how a grilled cheese is made, conventionally speaking. But you can also grill cheeses in other... why am I trying to say commodity? Or why did my brain tell me to say? There are other avenues to grill a cheese. Have I tried them? No, but you can. If you're, what's the word? Not resourceful. No, if you're resourceful enough. How do we connect cheese and dreams? If you're lactose intolerant, you probably dream of being able to eat cheese. Is that... Sorry, that's a thinker for some. Oh my god, I actually beat a room this stream. Let's go. Wait, we're on track to beat 2 rooms this stream. Pog. Basic dream, level 1 dream, level 2 dream, level 3 dream, level 4 dream, level 5 dream, nightmare. That seems convoluted to me. I was just thinking dream, nightmare, and nocturnal emission. I think my answer's better, sorry. Not that it's a competition, but I think I'm just right. Thank you for the GG. Yes, we beat the room. Has anyone ever tasted cheese in their dream then woke up still remembering the taste? I've experienced things like that, but instead of tasting cheese or remembering the taste of the cheese, I got shot in the chest with a shotgun by a guy after he stomped me to the ground, and I woke up feeling like I was just shot. So basically the same thing, right? Oh, I have to go under. Oh, dang. No, it was just a dream, so I was fine. Wait, I feel like you guys are you guys are leaning back now. Wait, what's up? What happened? It was just a dream I had. There's an instant hyper or super in this room? Oh. I've tasted things in dreams. Remember the taste when I woke up before? Yes. Mostly the taste of blood. Ah, yes. Murder. Oh, I forgot I had to hit her. Dream, nightmare is something I forget the name of. Lucid dream, lucid nightmare, sleep paralysis. Can you have a lucid nightmare? Are you making this the fuck up? It feels like it. Or did you watch a YouTube video where someone was making this the fuck up? What's up, Element? How's it going? I hope you're having a good day. Thanks for dropping by. I think I've had one. You think you've had a lucid nightmare? I feel like if you're lucid, it would just be like, why would you? Because lucidity implies that you're doing it on purpose. And nightmares are usually because of things buried in your unconscious, like truths or just like things that scare you, your primal fears that you don't want to face. So why would you lucidly induce a nightmare? That doesn't make sense to me because of like conceptually what a nightmare is. Yeah, exactly. Why don't you just stop it from being a nightmare? Lucidity in the nightmare is just knowing you're in a nightmare but having no control. I thought having a lucid dream, though, was you do have control. You know? Like, I think lucidity as a word outside of the context of dreaming, that is lucidity, right? Like, you're just aware of something. But I feel like with the context or, like, semantics of a lucid dream, it implies that you're able to control it. Am I incorrect in that? Because when lucid dreams first, like, became popular, like, 10 or 20 years ago, the whole idea of lucid dreaming was so that you could control the dream and change the dream. I thought lucid meant you were aware you were asleep. That's it. Now I have to Google this. I think that's technically correct, but the reason why people are obsessed with lucid dreaming is so they can control it. But yes, if we're talking semantics, it's literally just being aware that you're dreaming. I knew as a nightmare I could change things, but no matter what I changed, it just monkey-pot itself into being worse, so I got skilled issued in a lucid state. Wait, then that means... I don't know, guys. I think there's still a difference then. I think this is something where language fails us. Because... okay, so there are dreams where you actually have control over them. Yo, what's up, Joe Muir Hobes? I would argue almost all of my dreams, I'm lucid during them. Like, I'm aware that I'm dreaming. I just, to what Mavie was saying, I can't control them. I'm just like, man, I'm having a nightmare. I wish I wasn't having this right now. I can tell it's a nightmare. I really wish I wasn't here, but I'm here, you know? But maybe that's just how my brain processes dreams. Like, I'm usually aware that I'm dreaming. But I'm also someone who suffers from sleep paralysis a lot, so there you go. Have you ever had a dream that was so realistic that when you wake up, you don't know if it was real or not? I actually have also had dreams like that. Like, I have had, I'm sure some people have experienced this too. Like, you have a dream about something, and so, like, you think it's a shared memory. Because, like, the more pedestrian a dream is, like, if you just have a dream, like, it's the kind of dreams like, why did I dream that I went to Taco Bell with my best friend yesterday? You know, the stuff that's super pedestrian that just easily could have been a memory, I've gotten false memories that way. So yes, but I think those are rarer. Typically my dreams are more strange, like, oh, why'd you put the toothpaste on my muffin? You know, it's very like, it's the kind of stuff where you're like, okay, I'm definitely dreaming because this is like, this isn't pedestrian. Okay, I don't care about the definition of lucid dreaming. If you've been in my streams long enough, you know I don't give a shit about semantics. I care more about us getting to the actual truth of the conversation. Thanks for dropping the definition, though. Me when massive wall? Yeah, exactly. I'm not reading all that. I am not reading that shit, bro. One of my least favorite things about conversations is when people like, well, the thing you're saying actually means this. And it's like, okay, well, we could just continue to have the conversation instead of being overwhelmed by semantics, but now we're just talking about semantics instead of the thing we were talking about. Oh! Wait, how do I actually do this? I was too busy talking about stuff that's not real. You can stall with feather with neutral joystick? I would never do such a thing. Also, I use D-pad. But I guess you just mean holding neutral in that case? Sorry, I'm not a joystick user. I think lucid dream is when I wish I had a grilled cheese, and then my brain invents me a grilled cheese, so delicious. I like a grilled cheese, yum. Yo, I kind of want to have a grilled cheese now. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard I try. Oh wait, I made it past it. Oh, that's hard. I'm sorry, I need to lock in here. I keep messing up, and so I've lost the privilege of being able to talk. In the end, it doesn't even matter. No, I think that's the right song, isn't it? It starts with one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard to try. I made a grilled cheese, and I didn't know where to look. In the end, it doesn't even matter. Yeah, it's the right song. Remember when they sang that? That's the hard thing about Linkin Park, though. It's easy to think that it's the wrong song. And I'm not saying that I'm a certified Linkin Park, especially like back in the day, enjoyer. I'm not a hater, but like they have some shared themes to them, yeah? I cannot crack the code on this. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's just calm down. Oops. I should probably cancel out that feather, huh? Lucid dreams in a nutshell. Car breaks. Boom. Repair it. You're hungry. Boom. Spawn boiled eggs in front of you. Want to go to school for whatever reason. Boom. Fly over there. Yeah, I mean, it's just a bunch of stuff that doesn't really make sense. It's like a bunch of vignettes all shoved together, and your dream brain is desperately trying to make it make sense. But your conscious brain is just like, wait, but none of this makes sense. Why is this happening? Yo, I don't like this room. This room's actually kind of mean, and I feel like I'm being cyberbullied right now. I don't like these, like, very long vertical walls. Monika! Wait, that was crazy what I just did. That was actually kind of crazy what I just did. You have to go back and get the feather? I don't really know. I don't know what's going on. I would rather be moving through the room right now rather than climbing a wall forever and then moving 2 feet forward and then climbing a wall forever again. And then presumably, I can only imagine, once I get past that wall, I get to climb another wall forever instead of moving forward. This is 37 to 67. All right, yeah. It's like a Super Mario Maker level. Yeah, a bit. Monika's evil. Into the Jungle Seasides haunt me. Oh, did Monika also make Into the Jungle Seasides? Also, what's up, Dead Pony? I actually haven't even played a regular Into the Jungle yet, but I've heard that that's good. So I will play it at some point. What's up, I'm so lonely? Man, I can't figure this out. Into the Jungle is pretty decent, but I prefer Tardigrade Temple. I don't think I've heard of that one before. Yeah, what's up, Lipton? How's it going? Not a fan. I'm going to hit you with balloon hammers, YouTube user. I'm so lonely one. Yeah. I'm surprised 6-7's still a thing. Am I crazy for that? Like, it feels like it should already be a dead meme, but I guess it's still going strong. It feels like it should have the same shelf life as Imagine If Ninja Had a Low Taper Fade. Which obviously is still funny and hilarious and super relevant. I feel sorry for a 6-8. Well, that's because 7-8-9, right? But that's as old as we ever were. Low taper fade still hot. What's up, Quinn? That's what I'm saying. It's still powerful. Oh. Hot like my Celeste moves. Had Elena dying with that yesterday? Nice. With 6-7? 6-7 stuck in the post-ironic stage. I mean, I feel like that's the weird thing about memes now. It feels like every meme starts in post-ironic stage. You know what I'm saying? Like back in my day, sorry, Unk getting on high horse for a second. Memes used to start from like a genuine place. Now they just start from like, they're immediately post-ironic. They're immediately just like, you don't understand the thing that you aren't supposed to understand. Which is fine. I'm just old man yelling at Cloud right now. What's up, Yoga? How's it going? One time my gym teacher said we need 6 or 7 people to play. Yeah, but Cluster, that's just epic of them. But I would argue that was just epic of them. That's based. Brain rot kids in a nutshell. Yeah. I mean, I can't even pretend like I'm above it. If I was a kid growing up today, I would also be a brain rot kid. Watch any of my streams. Most of the way I talk is just like stems from like my favorite media. I would absolutely just be someone who is just like skibbity like all the fucking time. Like I just would. I can't beat my human genome. When someone repeats something more than 3 times in front of me, I'm gonna be trumpeting it to every person I ever see. That's what I'm saying. 6 or 7 kids. That's iterating upon the medium. When it's unironic, it's funny. I can see that too. We're 6 or 7 layers of irony deep. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about it too. When it starts from a post-ironic place, that's how like these things can very quickly become. No. 6-7. And then it wraps back around. But I'm a hater, so you understand. Like I'm a streamer, so I have to have something to say about this stuff. Otherwise, we would just be sitting here and I'd be like this. Ah, 6-7? Right. This game's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Are there 6 or 7 continents? 7. Wait, what did Lonely do? Oh, you said Beetlejuice twice? Or 3, sorry. I meant 3 times. Yo, you said Beetlejuice 2 times? The classic thing? If you say Beetlejuice 2 times, something happens. I didn't say it, I typed it. Oh, never mind, we're fine. But it's Friday the 13th. Happy Friday the 13th, everybody. Why'd you check your calendar? You checked your calendar. Why'd you check your calendar? Was Gullible written on it? 6-7. 6-7. I'm sorry. I'm no better than the ideologies I choose to oppose. If you practice what you preach, then you'll turn the other cheek. Father, 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 help us. Need some guidance from above, etc. How do I live this? Dude, I hate that one. Sirius of the North Star and his blue? Thanks, Cluster. I'll keep that in mind for this next run. What time are you on, bro? W o'clock. Exclusively! The top of the hour is always W. It is W02. It is W03. It is W o'clock. Was that aura? Or was that cringe? Be honest. Think you have to neutral stall? Yeah, that's my fear, Bloxen. My fear was that I have to neutral stall there. And I think you're right. Because I think it's too dangerous to go back for the dash crystal. That was an aneurysm? What was an aneurysm? Me or something someone said? Or something someone typed to I'm So Lonely's point? I point to 6-7 and say it is unfunny and funny at the same time. I find this funny, you find it unfunny. We're 2 layers of meta irony deep. God is dead. Yeah, that is the thing about 6-7. You guys can understand why like 6-7 is funny when I say it, but when someone else says it, and in that moment I decide that it's not funny because they said it, it's no longer funny, right? And that is ad infinitum for everybody else, permutations upon infinite time. Like, if you're in the mood for 6-7, it's hilarious. If you're not in the mood, you get to be the arbiter of whether or not it's funny. Are we all on the same page here? In the end, killjoys, aren't we all? No, you don't understand. Thing that was said was funny because I said it. Wait, I'm cooking! I'm maybe even on the next page. Well, and that's the secret to being on top of trends. It's not about seeing what the new hottest thing is and being on top of it. It's about predicting what the next big thing is. So guys, here's my attempt. I think that people are gonna start wearing towels instead of pants. Thoughts? I think that may have been a miss. But if people start doing that next week, you know where it started. You know where it started. When you see a TikTok of an influencer just like, these are the new best towels that you can wear today. And they're $30 on TikTok shop. What happens to those ladies in NYC with the powerful winds? Wait, are there wind mages in NYC? I wasn't aware that the women in NYC were harnessing the power of the wind to do things. I heard there were. Versace, get on this. I've been trying to say. If I said that I was related to Versace, would you guys believe me? It's a simple question. Don't overthink it. I've been harnessing the power of the wind to spin around leaves a little bit because it's cool. Yeah, I think that's how it starts. I know that's typically like, what's the word? What's the fucking word, man? I don't want to say gateway drug. That's the funnel. You start by just lifting leaves around and then you end with like doing natural disasters on the Statue of Liberty in New York. I heard that was happening. Entry-level spells. Yeah, for sure. Lipton leaves? We're talking about tea? Got any big tea drinkers in chat? You'd be surprised how often tea comes up in this chat. Where's some loyalists up in here? Tea in it. Tea. I'm saying. British mode activate? I know. I'm not gonna beat this room. Wait, y'all, if I gave up on this, would you judge me? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna give up. I'm a naturally born competitor. I don't give up on things when it gets hard. I get harder than the thing that's hard, and then I break it because I'm harder than it is. It's like diamonds being forged under pressure and then being able to break steel. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and Lipton is around, just so you know. And I'm pretty sure Lipton in chat also invented Lipton tea, so jot that down. OMG, spill girl? Are you telling me that I should spill? Oh, right, because of tea. Do people still say tea in that way? Like, what's the tea? I thought that was like over a decade old at that point, and therefore it's no longer like a usable piece of language. Am I allowed to say tea? Spill the tea? I guess tea's still hip. All right, all right. The gays are still using it? You just got over the trend? Oh my god. I'm not even the fart. That's crazy. I made the classic mistake that just because something is no longer popularly used, it's no longer a piece of anyone's vernacular. Can you all beat me up? I don't deserve, to not be. I need battling to calm down the orbs. It feels like there's quite a bit of them coming out, right? She should get that checked out. It's not normal to have that many orbs coming out of you, battling, don't you know? You should go see your GP. Give me 1 second. I want to beat this so bad. Fuck! Dude, like, the orbs need to stop. If the spikes show up, the orb should disappear. I don't think I'll beat you up, actually. You seem well-meaning. That's all part of my genius act. I'm actually a master evil person. Every time I start stream, I'm like, how can I be evil today? Through trickery and what kind of evil deeds can I commit? And that's why we end up talking about grilled cheeses. It's because I'm evil, you know? I guess Battling found a fire flower down here. What's up, Autumn? That's actually, yeah, probably. I hadn't thought about that before. It is kind of like a fire flower. What if the world was made of pudding? Wait, speak to that. If the world... Wait, did y'all ever read this book back in school? There was a book that was basically like the kid got Midas touch, which, by the way, if you're not a ball knower, that's totally fine. The Midas touch is when everything you touch turns to gold. It was from some Greek legend of this guy named King Midas, and he was very greedy. And through, I don't remember how, but it ended up that, like, basically, I think it was a monkey's paw of some sorts. Everything he touched turned to gold, but then obviously, like, that happened to, like, he'd touch his wife, and then she'd turn to solid gold, all this stuff, right? The whole idea of, like, be careful what you wish for, you just might turn it into gold, and you won't be able to have what you like anymore. That classic moral. Anyway, there's a book where a kid got the chocolate touch, and everything he touched turned into chocolate, and I think about that sometimes. Did y'all ever read that random book? King Midas? More like King Mid. I personally would have wished for more wishes. That was kind of an L on his part. But that's the hard thing. Like, the people... I feel like there's probably a distribution of people that have a genie approach them. Damn. Wait, how the fuck? Like, unfortunately, the distribution of people who, like, get approached by genies and get, like, an option of wishes versus the people who actually know the hack to wish for more wishes, I feel like that's not a Venn diagram. I feel like genies know who to approach. Do you know what I'm saying? And so you almost have the burden of knowledge in that sense. Like, if you know the hack to, like, if you see a genie to wish for more wishes, you probably aren't going to find, like, it's a lot less likely that you'll find yourself in a situation where a genie would approach you. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't wish for more wishes propaganda won't work on me. The Garfield lasagna image. I think they just say that again, I think, I don't know, maybe this is my own headcanon. The joke of you can't wish for more wishes comes from the people who already know about genies. And I'm saying that I think that genies would only approach people who don't already know that lore. So I think we're making it's almost like a hat on a hat on a hat. But typically in media, the people who like get genies don't know that, right? I think it's survivorship bias. I think it's survivorship bias at the end of the day. Like, I think purely like if you are someone who's taking part in the dialogue of, oh, well, if I ever saw a genie, I would just wish for more wishes. You've already lost. You're never going to get to see a genie. You played yourself. They patched that in 1.7.4? Yeah. That's why I never talk about genies, so I can trick them into thinking that they should show up. Am I dumb? I actually did see a genie, but he was off work hours. Yeah, and they typically don't like to be bothered when they're not working. Like, one time I saw Aladdin's genie. I was out at the Cheesecake Factory, and he was just sitting at a table across from me, and I was like, I think that's him, but I don't want to bother him. The idea that you could see a cartoon character and you still have that thing of like, people when they see celebrities and they're not sure if it's them, but you see like a very distinct cartoon character and you're like, I think that's them. I don't know though. That's pretty funny. Like if you saw Mickey Mouse in real life, it's probably Mickey Mouse. It's not like Mickey Mouse looks like Steve Buscemi. Although he could. Ninjago? We talk about Ninjago? That's that ninja Lego, right? Do y'all fuck with Legos? I'm gonna do a quick, it's not fortune telling, but I'm gonna do a quick palm read of chat. I'm going to guess people here like Legos. Steamboat Willie stream? That's gonna be Wednesday this week. Yep. Oh, I need to go under! Wait. It all makes sense. I've been trolling myself. It seems the D-sides have taken their toll on the human brain. Yeah, Monika really lost it working on these. I feel bad for her. I agree, Leo. I think that's a good idea. Yeah. Too bad. I'm enjoying them, though. I, in fact, do not deal with Legos. Last time I did, I stepped on one. Yes, only a Sith deals with Legos. Dude, the people who get that joke are gonna love it. And everyone else will not, but I think that was a great joke. They're too expensive for my liking. Yeah, Legos are really expensive now, huh? It's kind of messed up. I think Lego is too free. I get overwhelmed with the box of random pieces. Give me a set, though. That could be therapeutic. Yeah, I like following instructions. I've never been much of someone like, you give me a bunch of building blocks and you're like, make whatever you want. I've always been someone where it's like, no, build the Millennium Falcon, you know? I find that very therapeutic. Enough of life is already me having to figure out what I need to do on any given day. Sometimes it's nice to just follow directions. Sue me! Tell me what to do! I like following instructions except for when I don't. I like following instructions when I got to choose to follow the instructions. I don't like following instructions when someone else is like, hey, follow the instructions. Does that make sense? Back to Dash Crystal? Potentially. I think I need to skip under it. Am I crazy? I feel that. Yeah, I just like, I very much value like my own like intellectual autonomy. But that just stems from I have a huge problem with authority. The whole concept that we talked on stream about before where it's like, if I was planning on doing something and then someone else is like, hey, do the thing that you were planning, it makes me not want to do it. I'm like, well, I was gonna, but now you told me to do it. I hope that you leave me alone. And now I'm not going to do it. You absolute cad. You cad. You rapscallion. Yeah, exactly, 7-6. Exactly. You're like, oh, I'm gonna go ahead and clean my room. And then someone's like, hey, clean your room. And you're just like, I'm going to stab you with love and affection. When IKEA tells me connect the pieces with bolts, please, I go, yeah, all right. Yeah, I think when IKEA tells you what to do, you kind of just gotta listen. Guys, I don't understand what... Does anyone know? I wonder if that aversion to act on command works for addictions? Wait. I feel like some chatters take advantage of that. Because I do think there have been some times on stream where I'm like struggling with a game and I'm really pissed off. I'm like, I don't know. And then someone's like, yeah, you can't beat this, TJ. And then like it like makes me go like, well, now I want to fucking beat it. Yeah, that's what I want to do. I don't know if that's the intended solve, but holy PB. Yes! I am the GOAT! I am the one who not... TJ, you can't figure this out? Let's go. No one was ready for that. No one was ready for that. We don't need a gun to get respect. You got it before I could type it? Good job. Thanks for the support, everybody. New room unlocked. Now for all you actual the people who are watching the stream for the screen and not just the dulcet sounds of my gameplay. Now you get to look at something else. Pog, that's good for your brain. It's good for my brain, but it's also good for your brain. You get to look at a different screen than the one I've been stuck on for 45 minutes. I don't think it was 45 minutes, but it felt really long. I was being a little dramatic. Wait, I almost got that. Wait, we're on 38? Y'all, if I played basketball, would you root for me or would you root for the other team? Be honest. 38 out of 67 dentists recommend me as a tooth fairy. It does make me wonder. I think if a toothpaste brand was super esoteric like that and they were like, no, we actually interviewed like 68 dentists rather than the classic like 9 out of 10 dentists recommend. No, we actually interviewed like 67 and these were their genuine opinions. I think that would make me buy that brand of toothpaste. Am I crazy? But that just speaks to like my strange values. Like I just value individuality and distinctiveness over like people who pick the safe decision. But I understand why, if from a mass marketing perspective, you wouldn't want to cater to me. And that would be a bad business move. Join the WNBA, TJ? I think I could. I think if I really set my mind to it, I could. A quirky toothpaste brand? Yeah! Just a little quirked up toothpaste brand. Oh, 6-7's back. Let's go. Wait, I didn't know chat was based like that. 6-7 back at it again with the white vans. The unks in chat will know. This is hard! Monika! No way that meme is unk. Damn, Daniel's gotta be unk at this point, right, y'all? That was from like, what, 2016? That's pretty unk. Isn't that crazy? This is what I love. I've been an unk for so long that now people that historically have not been unk yet, y'all are gonna get to start feeling what it's like to be unk. It doesn't feel good. Damn, Daniel's so unk. Yeah, that's what I thought. Like, I was still in college when Damn Daniel happened. That's how you know. And now I'm 48 years old. I'm not actually 48. Nyancat is ink? Yeah, Nyancat is ink. The kind of shit I get tattooed on me, you feel? On God. Nyancat is gender? Nyancat actually is gender. You know what else is gender? Caramel dancing. Oh my God, wait, I've actually never thought of of things like this before. True, I'm saying maybe. Caramel dancing goes hard. Dude, when caramel dancing came out, I was like a kid and I would watch that and I was like, why does it feel like all my problems are solved when I watch and listen to this? I don't understand. I hit caramel dancing out in public sometimes, based. Yeah, the ball knowers, caramel dancing's having a little bit of a resurgence. People are just like, yo, remember how awesome this was? And it warms my great unk heart. Link's pretty gender too? Oh God. Link is pretty gender. Wait, this room's fun. I can actually be... Ooh, 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 ah, ah. Ooh, 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 ah, ah, oh. Sorry for my biblically accurate caramel dancing. I'm now going to get DMCA'd by YouTube. The only good thing about studying Swedish is understanding a little bit of caramel dancing. I thought it was dance all my girls, champagne in a handbag, yours only yours, with just a single dance step. It's in English. What's up, Electropirate? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. It's balsamic vinegar in Japanese? Wait, really? Wait, does anyone here like anime? I'm just trying to collect some data. Yeah, I know Maybe likes Lucky Star. You've watched a bit? There are some, true. Wait, have you all ever seen Attack on Titan? Yo, manhwa is super cool, Autumn. Yeah. AOT's GOAT manga on God. Yeah, it's just another genre of entertainment. There's good stuff to it and there's bad stuff to it, right? Just like with anything. I really like Blue Box. I liked it so much. I watched the first season of the anime and now I've been reading it. It's really good. I've talked about it on stream. I really like it. Anyone seen Assassination Classroom? I've seen season 1 a while ago, Leo, but I haven't finished it. That one was pretty fun. During the pandemic, I was really on like my D-Gen, just like binging anime shit. And I watched like over 100 anime, so I'm pretty well versed. Not as much with like the past few seasons of anime, but I'm pretty well versed. I feel like I know most stuff. Like I'm not a complete ball knower because I haven't watched every single one, but like when people talk about like Lucky Star and stuff, I'm aware of Lucky Star. I just haven't watched it. You know what I'm saying? Which I appreciate. Yeah, Assassination Classroom's pretty cool. I also haven't watched the slime one, but I've heard good things. Oh yeah, I've heard of Kakegurui. That's like the gambling one, right? Where they're all wearing red. something like that, with cards. I'm here for the anime discussion. What's up, Jake? Why am I dashing there? The only like not like super mainstream one I've seen is Death Parade. I feel like maybe Death Parade's not super mainstream, but Death Parade's like for people who are looking up like best anime ever and like trying to get caught up on like the best. Like I feel like Death Parade's pretty up there, but I guess it does take you like being like, no, I want to watch like some of the best anime. Because Death Parade's on a lot of people's like top anime list. But I would agree probably like random mainstream people, I guess, don't know it. I'm probably just like outing myself as someone, as a ball knower by knowing what that is. Even though I haven't watched it. But I just know it's one of those anime where like it's been on my list for a long time and I'm just like, oh yeah, Death Parade, I need to get around to that. Because I think it's a 13 episode one. So it's like, it would be a super quick watch. I just gotta get around to it, you know? Ooh, anime discussion stuff I don't know. What's up, the pencil consensus? Yeah, super short. Yeah, that's a lot easier of a sell for me, is like the classic 13 episoders that are just like 8 or 9s out of 10. It's like, okay, well, if I have like a spare Saturday, what the hell, you know? Why not? Okay, I need to lock in here. Hold on. Ah! I got back to it. Exactly. I gotta lock in for this level. Genuinely. Genuinely, I need to figure this out for the first time. For the first time in forever. Any Frozen lovers? Dude, Frozen is also That's the crazy. I feel like, I think I heard about this. K-pop Demon Hunters finally dethroned Elsa as like a Halloween costume. I feel like I heard about this somewhere, right? So the existence of K-pop Demon Hunters, I think officially made Frozen Unk status. Isn't that crazy? Yes, I'm saying. Oh yeah, Prince of Tennis is something I've heard of as well. I've been getting more into sports anime recently, mostly because of my newfound love in adult life for basketball. I think that's part of why I love Blue Box so much, because basketball's in it. It's not the main thing, but it exists. I miss old Disney. What would you classify as old Disney? Would you say Frozen is old Disney? I think that's interesting because like with multiple generations, everyone's definition of old Disney now will change. Because obviously as a true unk, my definition of old Disney is very different. But some people view like Tangled as old Disney. And in my head, I'm just like, bro, I remember when Tangled came out in theaters. And don't get me wrong, I saw that shit multiple times because that movie's fucking awesome. But that movie's fucking almost 20 years old. And in my head, I'm just like, wait, that just came out though. You gotta read Green Green's manga. It's golf. I don't know if like I don't know if I'm fully sold on sports manga or anime itself as a concept yet. But I do like it when it's attached to like sports that I'm interested in. And I still don't know if I'm sold on golf. Something about basketball just really tugs my my intrigue. Frozen is still old Disney, probably because I was still young watching it. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, to me, like, I'm just like, the idea that Frozen is old Disney, like, that's crazy. I respect your opinion on that. I'm just like, that's old Disney? Peter Pan is old Disney. Any good skating anime? I think Yuri on Ice is the... Or unless you're talking about skateboarding. Yeah, I'd agree with Samara. I think 2D is kind of like... But even then, like, Princess and the Frog in 2007, I wouldn't say that's old Disney. That's also, like, part of, like, growing up with Disney is you understand each of the stages of Disney. And you understand that, like, a lot of the Princess and the Frog and, like, Tangled and Frozen era, they were trying to recapture the allure of, like, the 90s Disney princess era of Disney, right? Which I would argue even that's not old Disney. That was, like... still a modernization of Disney. But I've also never seen Yuri on Ice. Tangled is older than you? I'm so unk. Y'all, I'm so unk. I saw Tangled in theaters when I was 28. I'm kidding, I wasn't that old. But it sure feels like I was. How do I keep doing that? Yeah, Tangled was 2010. Tangled is older than people watching him on his scream. I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like when Leo was talking about Frozen, kind of like it was old Disney, I was like, damn. I mean, he's not really wrong. It's just crazy. You just said it was 20 though? Oh yeah, I was rounding up quite a bit. Which that'll fuck some people up. Like, realize y'all, we're almost done with 2025. We're closer to 2030 than 2020. Yo, Element, thanks for subscribing. We're closer to 2030 than 2020. Swallow that hard to swallow pill. Let's play more Celeste. We are all dust in the wind. It's not older than me? Thank God. Zootopia, old Disney now? What's the new furry awakening thing for kids? Turning red? Probably just Zootopia 2, right? Didn't that just come out? Great, now I'm older than I was yesterday. RIP. Couldn't be me. Anybody seen Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah. I've seen all of Brotherhood. I think it's pretty good. I don't think it's one of my favorites, and I know for a while it was like #1 on my anime list or whatever. I think it's solid. But not one of my personal favorites. But it has a lot of iconic moments in it, right? That kind of define the medium. So you gotta respect it, right? Ah, I'm learning. That dog scene was cool. That's messed up. I was birthed in 2027? Yo, congrats. How does it feel to be -2? What a powerful thing. Edward. Sorry. That's not a spoiler. It's just like the people who know will know. Edward. I gotta beat Battlein! Don't be ridiculous. You're as old as Monsters, Inc.? I remember seeing that in theaters, too. I saw that in theaters when I was 38. Yo, I saw Shrek in theaters. So she said, oh, what's the problem, baby? What's the problem? I don't know. Well, maybe I'm in love, love. Think about it every time I think about it. Can't stop thinking about it. I'm older than YouTube? Same. Y'all, I'm older than Microsoft. No, that's not true. If I was older than Microsoft, would y'all think that was bad? Would you be like, whoa? Like if I was 55 years old, would y'all still be here? Am I still around the age where it's okay? Y'all about to out yourselves as ageist. Watch, frame one, watch. Microsoft turned 60 this year? That's crazy. 50? I remember watching YouTube in theaters when I was 68. Yeah, dude. When YouTube came out in theaters, well, because it used to be a limited release, right? It was a different time. It was pretty cool, though. Damn. Eminem is older than Microsoft? Yeah, dude, he invented it. His knees were weak, his arms were heavy, and he said, you know what? We can do better here. We can do better than the Apple Macintosh. I don't care if that's not historically accurate. I'm making a joke. Not everything. No one needs to actually that and be like, well, actually, the Macintosh. Stop. Be in the moment. Be with me. It's funny. Just laugh at the joke and move on. Sorry, no one said anything. That was prophylaxis. For the people who are going to start to be like, well, actually, I think the timeline there doesn't make sense. It's like, bro, give it a rest. TJ gets mad at imaginary chatter. What will happen next? The Macintosh is literally a Burger King meal from 2006? Wait, actually? Wait, okay, hold on. Who here, I know that it's a meme. I know a lot of people, like, they find an easy punching bag. Who here likes Burger King? Raise your hand. I think Burger King can be good. But it's one of those classic meme things where everyone's like, ew, Burger King. Yeah, Julian. Yeah, Julian, okay. Yeah, Julian, whatever. Whatever, Julian. Yeah, okay. Also, what's up, Julian? Yeah, okay, Julian. Yeah, BK's quite good. It's fine. People are so dramatic. They're like, ugh, Burger King? I'd rather eat mud out of the ground. It's like, bro, no, the Burger King near you is bad. Burger King less than Arby's? I also don't think Arby's is bad. And I'm tired of... I'm tired of it. I'm not trying to go to bat for companies, but I'm just like, I'm tired of like there being common internet discourse about like the public opinion of a thing. And that, like, defining everybody's herd mentality of the thing. It's not bad. Taste is subjective, shake my head. That is true. I've never heard BK slander. Is this new gen stuff? I think it's old gen stuff, honestly. Maybe people no longer slander BK. Maybe I'm going to bat over, like, propaganda from 10 years ago, which is my bad. My local Burger King brings the food out cold, tested more than twice. Also, I think they support the IDF. Okay, well, that's fair. I think you have the most airtight alibi to why you don't fuck with Burger King. I think that's valid. Did you try the Burger King hot dog or taco? I haven't. That does sound ass. That's fair. Okay. People are coming in with pretty... Those are valid. I think that's fair. That's fair. Okay, okay. Run it back, run it back. It was like 2020. Yeah, but 2020 was like last year, right? Yo, wasn't 2020 like last year? Local's always better. Support your communities. Yeah, definitely support local businesses, but also if you want the McRib. No, I mean... The McRib is back, by the way. That's a good point, I'm so lonely. The McRib is back. Which, by the way, the McRib sucks. Let's just make that clear. That is like, the McRib is the clearest thing of like, okay, this is pure marketing. That shit sucks. I know that's not a novel opinion, but it's crazy. They keep taking it away and bringing it back, and that's why people eat it. Plus Stu McRib take? Yes, thank you. But honestly, respect McDonald's because they figured out a marketing strategy to sell that fucking shit sandwich, but holy God. And guess what? I'm even someone who's had a McRib several times in my life, and every time it comes back, they have a 50% success rate on fucking getting me again. I swear to God, I was in the McDonald's drive-thru like last week, and I was like, oh, the McRib's back. Maybe it's good now. It's an effective strategy. It's working. And I know I don't like the McRib. But they've hacked my brain, my feeble fucking sheep brain. She can change. I can fix her on God. Meanwhile, Taco Bell only releases hits. I mean, I'm a Taco Bell defender until the end of time. I think Taco Bell is so great. Yo, that room completes. It's sponsored by Taco Bell. Thank you, Taco Bell, for that room completion. Oh, shit, we unlocked laser. Y'all remember Shoop de Whoop? I'm gonna fire my laser looking head ass. You did it? Yeah, thanks, y'all. We did it. Thanks, Taco Bell. Thank you, Taco Bell. Wait, actually, I want a Taco Bell sponsor. No free publicity. I'm a firing my laser. Now, if we're talking about Unk, that is great Unk. That is great. That is straight up great Unk. But you know, I'm a Gmodder. I put in my 1,000 hours to Gmod back when I was in middle school. I know ball. I created the internet. Yeah, that's definitely Unk. True. Yeah, I was born in darkness. You simply became accustomed to it. Well, no, I think a lot of people here are also chronically online from my period of being online. But some of y'all are new. In the grand scheme of things, you're new. There used to be a whole part of the internet before TikTok. Remember the internet before short form? People are talking about remember the internet before AI? No, dude. There was so much internet before short form. And now short form has become like a defining thing of the internet. It's crazy. Sorry, I'm turning into too much old man yelling at Cloud. Roblox is the new Gmod, and you can really tell the world's been going for the monetization system. Damn. Vine was OG short form? On God. Remember forums? What's up, forum? Yes! It used to be that if you were a fan of something, you could join an online web forum. And there were templates for these forums. People would make forums based off, I don't remember what the website was, but like you could basically host your own forum and people could talk about it and you could have threads. Unk, how old are you? I'm an ageless being that exists throughout space-time. That's how I know everything. Y'all remember Gaia Online? Real ball knowers remember Gaia Online. Oh, I need to figure that out. Equestria Daily? Does that mean horses? Oh yeah, Dig. Dig was a thing too. Dig was like Reddit before Reddit. Did y'all dig that? I wasted so much damn time on Gaia Online. I'm saying, we used to go into threads and we would just say random bullshit and then we'd go around and walk in the park mini game and then we'd call it a day. Let's get them again tomorrow. That was the original farming karma. You were just like, man, I gotta post in every thread until like mine is the most recent comment on every thread in the forum, and then I can move on. Because that was the part of forums, like you would get like ranks by like how many times you posted. Exactly, and bumping. Y'all ever comment bump to things out of habit? As a software engineer for 4 years, I would commonly bump my PRs. And I think that is I don't know if that was just like a my company thing, but I pride myself in being the one to champion that culture. I bumped my PRs and everyone else started adopting it. What's up, twin Luke? How's it going? Equestria Daily was a My Little Pony news posting site? Oh. Yeah, I'm not an MLP ball knower. I'm sorry. I was too busy with other stuff. When the bass is pumping up in the collab? Yeah, that's what I was kind of thinking. No, I don't think that was a typo. I think collab was right, Element. I think collab was right. MySpace was a little before my time, say with Friendster. Yeah, I was, I made a MySpace, but by the time I made a MySpace, my whole like generation had made the change to Facebook. You know, I walked into the MySpace store like right as it shut, just in time for everyone to play "I Can Ride My Bike with No Handlebars" by Flowbots on their MySpace page. And a month later, we were all gone. Baseball, huh? Yeah. From the Discord servers I'm in, people bump threads 24/7. Shit don't change. They say that history doesn't repeat itself, it echoes. Oh, I have to bump back to the feather. I love Handlebars. Yeah, there are a bunch of songs like that where it's like, my prefrontal cortex definitely hit like one of its crucial developmental stages when that song came out. Fuck Discord, by the way. Wait, why? I feel like it's kind of convenient. But I could be out of the loop. Wait, I can beat this level if I put my mind to it. Sorry, I have to lock in. There comes a time in every streamer's live. Wait, that's so funny. Wait, instead of saying like there comes a time in every person's life, I said there comes a time. Wait, y'all, wait, hear out what I just came up with. There comes a time in every streamer's live where they have to lock in. Was that good? Bro speaking bars? Yeah, thank you. Wait. Is Celeste 64 low-end friendly? What does that mean? Oh, like low-end computer? I don't know. I don't really know specs like that. Maybe someone in chat does. Yeah, Lipton, write that shit down. Oh, what's up, Sky? How's it going? Hope you're having a good day. Good to see you. Bar Simpson? I mean, I could be. I can come up with bars if I don't try too hard. I think the most difficult part about bars is when you're trying. But that's also the most difficult part of anything, is if you're trying too hard. Oh, yeah, you were referring to the bloat in Discord. I feel what you mean, maybe, yeah. Catch me on vent later, y'all. And no, for the new kids on the block, that I'm not talking about vents like Among Us. I'm so close to beating this. I'm sorry. I forgot about vent. And ball knowers, no. Okay, I need to delay there a bit. That's my bad. What a dark time. Yeah, it was the best of times. It was the worst of times. Sus? A little bit. Honestly, a little bit. Oh, no. Okay, here's the delay. Ready? Oh! Wait, is anyone counting the rooms I'm on? W room clear, though. Teej, do you wish for another pandemic? No. Do you? Thanks, y'all. I do agree Among Us is best enjoyed with 6 to 7 players. You need like a good amount of people. If you have too small an amount of people, it's just like the core tenets of the game don't really work. 4067. Thanks, SKW Slice. Catch me on Ventrilo. I'm saying! Whoa! Sorry. Oh, wait, I get it, I think. 6-7? Wait, everyone's so funny today. Fuck! That was a 6-7 joke? Oh, W. Wait, do y'all like 6-7? Maybe or maybe. Oh, damn. Yeah, you got 6-7 in your name. You just didn't know it yet. You just didn't know it yet. Wait, y'all, I feel like it's going to take us 5 hours to beat this. Oh, actually, we're only 90 minutes into the stream. That's not... I feel like we're on pace. Wait, does anyone remember what room number we started on? Is battling the whole rest of this D side? Or is there a non-battling section? 60's no joke? Yeah, this is brutal. There's some chill rooms. I feel like I'm due for a chill room, yeah? Wait, we started on 35? And we're only on 40? Man, I'm not even the fart. I need to figure that out. Why does Teej call you Sky? Because when people come in and they say like, hey, you can call me this, I respect them enough to honor their wish. Like, I want to call people what they want to be called. Now, I'm not saying that that's like an option for everybody, but you know, Sky is one of the OGs in my chat. And so name is known. Stick around, maybe I'll know your name. Just kidding. I like knowing people's names. I think it's important. I pride myself in it. Sorry, I'll move past it. You can call me attack helicopter. That's what I'm saying. Hey, Teej, you can call me E minor flat 5 sharp 9, but I think it's easier if you stick to maybe. Yeah, exactly. Honestly, but that's esoteric just enough that I could probably remember that. Is that half diminished? It's definitely a diminished chord with that flat 5. Am I crazy for saying that? Was one of your handles on Discord? That's crazy. Jazzing it up. Back when your name was E minor. E minor is actually a great chord. I'm quite partial to it. I need to figure out how to beat this. Beat it. Mustard! Sorry, you can't shout mustard anymore. It's not as much of a thing as it once was. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, it's half diminished. Dude, I know ball. I know music theory ball. It's crazy. I knew Julian would have my back. Yeah, sharp 9's a third. Because for those of you who don't know music theory, 9 is just one whole step up from 8, which is the octave. So a sharp 9's just a third. Oh my god. You ever thought about that? 16 watching and 6 likes is so cringe. Oh yeah, like the stream if you want. But also thanks for watching. Mustard! 6 or 7 likes? Yo! If you liked, you would get like 7. Yeah. That would be pretty legitness. Is legitness still a thing or is that also unk? Does anyone know what I'm doing wrong there? I feel like I can't crack the code on it. I did like for the joke? Okay, W. Oh, maybe I jump. Oh, wait. I jump out. Wait. Wait, I actually got it. It's crazy how me just asking a question, I can answer it myself. I don't think it's unk. Thank you. You see this? Do you see these moves? Oh. Oh, I can just hit baddie. I forgot. Wait, I'm making that actually way too hard. My bad. I didn't really think about that. And my heart, that's a great place to be. Don't go breaking my heart. I couldn't if I tried. What if I actually was like that? I guess I kind of am. I messed up my hair. And my hairdo. I like your channel, Teej. Wish I could donate, but I have nothing. That's okay. I mean, you're donating your time right now. There's nothing more precious than how you choose to spend your time on this earth. So I appreciate that. I have nothing. That's okay. This guy's copying my whole flow. Bro's taking a bite out of your style. Oops. Donate your organs. Yeah, y'all, be sure to be a registered donor. But also you don't have to if you don't want to. I am, like, to be, all art is derivative. I do agree with that sentiment. That's fair. Oops. 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 Would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ? You know what? I'll hear you out. You need admin perms for that is the thing I just came up with, and I like it. Actually, that's a part of me now. Did you come up with that? Windows tells me that all the time. Wait, I have to sneeze. Ah! Ah! Oh no! Ah! Ah! Sorry, I'm back. Wait, I just died a bunch of times. Thank you for the bless you. Jesus Christ, thank you for listening. Thanks for being heard. I think I came up with in the context I used it, maybe parallel invention though. Oh no, yeah, I agree. I was just making a joke. Thank you, was that Leo who just said that? Thank you for reminding me what Bloxen said. I like your joke, funny man. Thank you for joking. Thanks everybody for keeping the vibes up today. What can I say? I feel like we're all pretty electric. Man, sneezes hurt. Yeah, the sneeze of pure agony and despair. Stick around. When the dust particles attack, my skills start to lack. Sorry, bars. Sorry. I'm not trying to rap, but... And I'm not a rapper, but... Sorry. I actually need to figure this out. My ego actually depends on figuring this out right now. Bar number 2? More like bar number 68. And the next bar is gonna be spicy. I got all my angst out and writing today, so I'm on my silly vibe. I'm a proponent of writing. Better out than in, I always say. But that's because I saw Shrek in theaters. Now, 6, 7. We're past that. We're so past it. We're at 68. We're literally past it. Wait, yo, why was 6 afraid of 7? I think that's why 6, 7's a thing. Can I be on like a fundamental unconscious thing? I think it's because people like the why was 6 afraid of 7 joke so much. I know it's from a song. I'm saying that unconsciously, that's the actual reason. Okay? I know what on paper, but can we be like, why did it resonate? It's because the first time you heard why was 6 afraid of 7 when you were a kid, it was a formative memory for you, a core memory, and everyone has that shared experience as a human. The 6 afraid of 7 joke is generally one of the best of all time. I'm saying, dude, they peaked with that shit. That and fucking the Batmobile lost the wheel and the Joker getting away, you know? You gonna watch more stand-up, Julian? No, he's a stand-up guy. Wait, oh, there's a lineup. Wait, but PB? Why was 10 afraid? Because 11, 12, 13. Do they do that joke a lot? I'll watch what they do. Dude! I want to become a stand-up comedian who only does the why was 6 afraid of 7 joke. Wait, that's awesome. Wait, that would be so ponage of me. Is ponage unk? Wait, that would be so Rafflecopter of me. Because 987, man? What's up, yet another Ash? Wait, yet another Ash. Someone said that, or NP, I think, rated me, and they said that they were passing on the love from you, I think. Unless I'm misremembering the name. Did you raid NP? Oops. Oops. Yo, what's up? Nice. I somehow rose above the streamer brain rot and remembered. I'm actually pretty proud of myself for that. Because 6 was in a relationship with 9 and 7 was jealous, so they killed 9 and 6 was sad, but because 7 wanted 6 to love him, he deleted the memory of him killing 9. Now 6 doesn't know the things 7 did. Wait, I think Quantic Dream made a game about that. It was pretty cool. It's called 6-7. You're AFK eating dinner? Nice. Hell yeah. I hope your dinner was good. Yeah, we got a Discord, y'all, if you want to join it. No Variety Friday vote this week, y'all, because I'm going on vacation after tomorrow's stream with Gwen. But, you know, I'll be back next week. I'll be live tomorrow, and I'll be back next week. But I gotta go visit the fam. Turkey and rice? Nice. Where's the other chat coming from? I stream on both Twitch and YouTube. Most of my community's on YouTube. Quantum Break, then Alan Wake. Quantum Break, then Alan Wake. Bars? Oh, 8? Yeah. I'm around. Streaming Monday through Friday. I'm a freaking streamer, bro. Damn, bro, you ate a whole fucking country? I thought I thought Turkey wasn't Turkey anymore. I thought it was Turkey with an I-Y-E. Wasn't that a recent change? Swear jar? Oh, I forgot about that. Thank you. I'm not supposed to swear anymore, guys. Wait, I can corner kick, I think. Or is it called a corner kick or a corner jump? I always forget. I forgot that Monika likes those. Not Turkey. Turkey makes a brand new Turkey / ref. Damn it, I don't know the ref. I don't know the ref, but he keeps making some questionable call. Someone poisoned me. They knew that I was going to make that bad joke about ref being referee instead of reference, and they poisoned me because they knew I was going to make that joke. Wait, it was history of the entire world, I guess? I've watched that video. I think I'm too ADHD to actually remember any of it because he's talking so much. Oh, it's just formally called Turkey. How do you pronounce Turkey with an I-Y-E? Is it still pronounced Turkey or is it Turkey or something? Anybody want a joke? Yeah, I'd love one. Oh, thanks. You typed it in the same message. Why is some water called spring water? Because winter water is just ice. I thought spring water was called spring water because it's from a spring. Turkey? Oh. TJ did true pacifist and flawed pacifist ending in Undertale Yellow, and that time you only beat 6 rooms of 60. What are you even doing? Dude, I don't know. And I know you're /Jing, but honestly, what am I doing? Oh, what's up? I drink bleach forever. I didn't see you pop in there. How's it going? I have played Doki Doki. Well, actually, no, I haven't played Doki Doki Literature Club before, but when it was like a really big popular game online, I saw like all the spoilers to it. So I could lie for content and be like, my first time playing, but I know all the spoilers, you know? So it would be disingenuous on my part. And if there's one thing I think y'all know, I value authenticity, you know? I would never lie about not knowing the spoilers to a game, you know? I think that's cringe. Oh, whoops. You're doing pro gamer moves? Yeah, I try to. It's fur, actually? This joke only makes sense in Finnish. Oh. Wait, do the Finnish people call turkey fur? The game's so good. Yeah, people love it. That's what the streets have been saying. Whoops. Wait, I didn't even get the lineup, but I still got it. That's crazy. I got a 3:11:10 in my run, if you're wondering. Congrats. I think that's good. I'd imagine. Yeah. At least I'm getting there more consistently. Teej could never tell a lie. Yeah, I'm kind of like Honest Abe. Or wait. Didn't they say... I think they said that about both Abraham Lincoln... sorry, I know I have international folks in chat. I think they both said that Abe Lincoln and George Washington didn't lie. But I think we may have just been indoctrinated as American children. Because you can't just say every American president ever was, like, known for being honest. Like, one of them has to be... It has to only be one. I think I may have been indoctrinated. You can tell he's lying because his lips move? I would simply never move my lips when I speak. If I was a ventriloquist, would you guys like the stream more? Like, if I was able to somehow play Celeste, but I had, like, a little ventriloquist dummy that I was like, what's this guy doing? Do you think that that would help overall engagement and stream interests? America never has any propaganda. Silly, TJ. Oh, sorry, I forgot. Come on. Just believe in your... Wait, how do I... Wait, genuinely, how do I do that? Oh, I think I need to bounce into the ceiling with my feather. Sockpup would be an amazing co-host. All right, y'all. Let's just say when I come back from my Thanksgiving trip, expect some changes around. Expect some surprises. Oh no, I need to use my feather. Wait, I'm dumb. I'm actually not dumb. I'm just streaming and thinking about a lot of stuff. I'm doing my best, and that's on self-growth. But I go around and then I hit the feather. Yeah, I'm learning. You're unsmart? Yo, the original meme. Some folks in chat won't remember the unsmart allegations. One of the first community inside jokes. And then I crashed out enough that I think people were no longer comfortable saying it. I was like, I'm trying my best, stop being mean to me. And everyone was like, oh shit. This guy has feelings. That's crazy. But funny streamer guy, you're a funny streamer guy. I don't understand. Come on. Come on! We all need to stop talking for him to focus, and that ain't happening. Yeah, I like talking. Well, I also just like chatting. Like, I like talking to chat. Like, I vastly prefer being distracted and talking to chat than just, like, fully focusing on the game. Do you know what I'm saying? Wow, that is really tight there. Like, that's really tight. Joe Mama? What'd you say about Mama? What'd you say about her? Say that about Faye. Oh, no. I think of the word gullible as the color gray because it sounds like seagull, but more evil, so it reminds me of gray. What are we talking about? Look, that's an L on my part not understanding. TeejVeen's second feather bump ceiling? I could never. What if I hurt the ceiling doing that, you know? Why your voice sound like a lagging Zoom call? I think your internet might be messed up, Element. I think if my voice sounds like it's lagging, I think your Wi-Fi might be messing up. Sorry, should I stop streaming? Should we troubleshoot your Wi-Fi issues together? Would y'all be okay if we did that? I don't know if bouncing I need to do that, Leo. I don't know about that one. Unless you're talking about the later ceiling. You're good? Thank you. I think of the word gullible sometimes, and I like it a little because it has nice sounds in it, but then again, it's used to be mean to me. Gullible isn't written on the ceiling, I checked. Yeah. But did you check the ceiling as of 2 seconds ago? Because gullible might be written on the ceiling now. Pulling up gullible to the ceiling convention? On God. Well, I just keep it in my back pocket. If I'm ever losing an argument, like if someone's making a really intelligent case and they're owning me and I can feel myself losing the argument. Oh, I think I hit the ceiling there. That's what Leo meant. In the really tight part? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Anyway, if I'm ever losing an argument and I can tell the person I'm talking to is just smarter than me, I just say, yeah, but look at the ceiling. And they're just like, why? And I'm just like, gullible is written there. And then inevitably, their curiosity gets the better of them and they check the ceiling and I've owned them. And I may have lost the argument, but I won the war. I'm not your ex, but I'll still fill up to the function. Bars. Wait, is that an algebra joke? Do y'all like algebra? We got any math lovers in chat? I think I kind of liked algebra, if I'm being honest. I feel like there's a lot of stuff that stuff like comes from. I feel like algebra is important. Am I crazy? Yeah, it's an algebra joke. Nice. Algebra's glorious. Yeah, I feel like without it, we wouldn't have... What are some other classic hits? You need algebra for geometry for sure. Pre-calc, trigonometry. I feel like algebra is a little underrated now. It's kind of the glue holding it all together. I like what you can do with it with programming, just not itself. Yeah, like machine learning and such. I hope no one tests me on my knowledge. I hope they can just like nod like, oh yeah, I think he's right. I hope no one tests me on any further knowledge on that. Yeah, math is used in machine learning. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yes. Would you rather do one algebra question or 1 year of Alzheimer's? What? Probably algebra. Teej, what's burger plus fry? Really good. Really good. I think burger and fry pairs together really nice. I used to like math until they brought in volume, and my teacher's kind of mean during math. I'm sorry your teacher's mean. I used to have some mean teachers over the years. You know how I got over them? I said, fuck you. No, sorry. Swear jar. I didn't like, that's not actual advice. I'm joking. But I did get through it somehow. But maybe the world would be better if like when people pissed us off, we just said that. But that's not actually, I was joking. That's not actual. Please don't do that to your teacher. I think that's bad advice. $19.99 deal sucks. Yeah, burger fry combos are kind of out of this world these days. It's pretty sad. I tried that and got suspended. Yeah, your mileage won't vary with that one. Unless your teacher's really like chill like that. Can you imagine how like, but the thing is like the kind of teacher that you could say like, fuck you to them and like they wouldn't mind, wouldn't be the kind of teacher you would want to like genuinely say that to, you know? They'd be like, aha, and then they'd dap you up and they'd be like, that's really funny. And you're just like, damn, you're the best, Mr. White. Sorry, I don't know why, my brain, it's Walter White. Walter White was the teacher I was thinking of. And you're Jesse Pinkman. Which you've never been in the same room, so we can't disprove that. What's up, Yair? How's it going? Good to see you. I hope you're having a blessed day. I feel like I can't bounce on it right. One time I told my teacher I was bored, so he started juggling doing the lecture. Is your teacher a streamer? If not, he should be. That's some great, damn, that's hard. You can bounce on it, right? Permission to bounce on it. I feel a bit like I'm going insane. I don't even know how long we've been on this room. But if someone said forever, I'd believe them. Y'all, now I really want a burger and fries. Here's the twist. I always want a burger and fries. I think that's my preferred meal of choice. If only high cholesterol wasn't a thing, I would eat it every single day. Permission to bounce on it. TJ. Yeah. Shake Shack, here Teej comes. I'm saying, dude. Fuck. Well, the good news is when I'm about to go on a trip, I don't grocery shop as much, and so the little way I get to treat myself for that is I probably am going to be on a bit of a fast food diet over the next couple days before my trip. So W. Once in a while, it's not bad. Bouncing on it silly style, never hurt a friendship. Yeah, sometimes it blossoms into something different when you do that. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Okay, this is the time though, okay? Look, I know we've been joking around. I'm gonna start taking this game seriously. You guys don't understand. This is like, I want this to be my job. I'm unemployed right now, but if I don't lock in and start really winning this game and showing people what I can do, what the hell am I even doing? Damn it. Tej, it's winning day? That's what I'm saying. I said I'm gonna beat 6D, and I'm not the kind of person who just says, oh, maybe we'll do this today, and if we don't, then we won't. I'm the kind of person who I keep crashing into that same spike, and I don't really know what to do about it, and it's making my head fill itself with self-defeating thoughts. But I'm gonna try my best anyway. I clipped permission to bounce on it. I feel a bit like I'm going insane. Wait, did I say that in close proximity? I actually don't remember. Do you ever use save states for practice? When I speedrun, yes. For some reason with this, I don't. But I do think I'm probably getting to the point of difficulty where it probably wouldn't be so bad if I did that, huh? You said that with close proximity with nothing in between? Permission to bounce on it. I feel like I'm going insane. Like that? Or was it different? Dude, I want a cheeseburger so bad! Sorry. It's just the more we talk about cheeseburgers, the more I'm just like, I guess it's kind of like targeted marketing. It's the same way like when I'm on the internet and they're just like, hey, have you thought about Coca-Cola? And I'm just like, well, no, I didn't, but now that you said it, I want one. I'm so impressionable. I'm just like a little sensitive, impressionable guy. I always succumb to peer pressure. Like when I was a kid and my friends were just like, we're gonna do this, I'd be like, blush? Okay. I guess we're gonna do that then. That's me though. Are y'all susceptible to peer pressure? Just kidding. I lied about that. I'm actually really cool and nonchalant and awesome. I would never succumb to peer pressure. I would never do something just because I would care about the impact of saying no to doing something. You know what I'm saying? Bounce! Ah. I'm the future peer pressure victim. In the end, victims aren't we all? At least I'm getting past the trampoline part. 9D is definitely valid to use safe state practice. Oh, for sure by 9D we'll be using safe states. For sure. If we're not using save states by 9D, y'all have my permission to bounce on it. And by I mean like bouncing on like TJ, don't like on your keyboard to type, please use save states. Yes, exactly. I like the tag team bounce on, but no follow-up it yet. It's open. It's open for somebody. Bounce on it, but how long is it? Maybe 6-7 inches? Good luck, gotta mute the stream. Sorry. I'm sorry I said something that made you have to mute it. I'm kidding. Can you imagine, though? Can you imagine if Bloxen was just like, this is despicable, and that's why they want to mute the stream? That'd be funny. Sorry, I love this stream, and I'm still going to support it. I have to mute it. I can't take what you're saying anymore. Dang it. I'm losing aura by the second. Y'all, after this room, does it get really easy? Lie to me. Give me false hope right now. I need it. You got 6-7 without sound? Oh, did you mute right before I did the hands? This is the hardest room ever? Awesome, thank you. Yes, it gets so free? Thank you, Leo, okay. I feel confident now. Thank you all for empowering me. And because of all that empowerment I've just felt, I'm now going to beat this room this try. Read it in wheat, folks. No clip farming here. Imagine losing aura in the big 25. Couldn't be me. Well, I'm trying not to lose aura anymore. It's actually one of my New Year's resolutions for 2026. I already have it written down. I'm just waiting for the calendar to tick over because that's when it all starts mattering. But literally frame 1 of 2026, I'm exclusively not going to lose any aura ever. Bro missed everything? No. Hold on. What if you start insulting Bloxen right now? Then they'd never know. I mean, technically, you could also just lie about it, I guess. You could say that I did start insulting them, even though I didn't. But then, oh no, but there's, on YouTube, you can go back and watch it. Never mind. That would actually be fact-checkable. Never mind. I actually debunked what I just said immediately. I used the power of thinking. Oh, wait, I guess in the moment you could just say that in chat. That is true. If Bloxen's sitting in chat, you could bait that way. That's a good point. My New Year's resolution is to not have a New Year's resolution, so I don't know what to do. Honestly, am I crazy for saying that might be based? I feel like if your New Year's resolution is on purpose choosing to not have one, because your goal is to remain present and in the moment and open to the possibilities that life brings you, that might be a move. I think a resolution to not have a resolution is actually action. Am I crazy? Versus if you simply just didn't do anything. Okay, wait, I can dash out. Wait, I actually been making that really hard. I can bounce on it and then I can dash out of it. Wait, I'm silly. Wait, okay. I understand now. I was trying to stay in the feather for as long as possible. I don't do New Year's resolutions because when I want to do something, I just do it. But what about when you want to start a workout routine that you only stick to for a week and then give up on? You have to do that for New Year's. But also that's based. I do think in general, like I am a supporter of like, if you have a goal of something you want to do, you should just write it down today and start working on it, right? You see, I already do that. Nice. Then you're already min-maxed in resolutions. You don't need New Year's for a resolution. You just need to be the kind of person who can be resolute. Y'all can write that on my gravestone, but don't call the ambulance for me because I'm about to beat this level this try. That was pretty smooth what I just said, right? Oops. I forgot to hold down. My New Year's resolution is to stop jaking it. Is your name Jake? What's up, Metal Wolf? Good to see you. I hope you're having a good day. If you want to change your name from Jake to something else, I'd support you. I think that's well within your rights as a citizen of the world. I think a person's name is important. Every second is a new year, just not a new calendar one. That's a good point. I mean, every new moment is a completely new one, right? And I think that's one of the most empowering things that you can realize for yourself. It's like, okay, maybe sometimes you're having a bad day, right? But at any given moment, you can just decide to make that moment a little bit better than the previous one. Isn't that beautiful? But also you don't have to do that if you don't want to. But it's your choice. Except sometimes when it's not your choice. But wouldn't it be cool if it was? Oh, bounce. Ah. I lived this moment before. TeejVeen. Yeah, I say a lot of the same shit. I guess it just goes to show how brain rotted I am. A Shakespeare. As a citizen of the world, shake my head. You're just assuming that they weren't stripped of their citizenship of their native country and forced into being an undocumented immigrant. That's true. And you know what happens when you assume? It makes an ass out of you and me. Fuck! We're almost at the bounce. If I even hit the wall, that's a W in my book. Jake be jaking it for real? Yeah. Jake can't help it. It's in his DNA. Come on! No! I almost panicked. Wait, are y'all ready for this? Da 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 da. Ba 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 ba. Ooh, the most frustrating D side. What's up, Maki Noara? Wait, Maki, it's been a minute. How's it going? Sorry, I didn't realize what was happening. Wait, what? We did it. I've never watched any shows or cartoons besides Gravity Falls. You got some catching up to do there, buddy. Or also, it's fine. Not everybody needs to watch everything. My opinion. I know a lot of social pressure in today's society will tell you, for example, you haven't watched Severance yet. Your value as a person is less because you can't participate in Severance discourse. But I would argue the opposite. I would say it's okay to not watch everything. I don't think your value as an individual, much as the powers that be would want you believe, has to do with the products that you consume. I think it has to do with what you value in this life and what you want to do with your time, your finite time that you have. But also, you really should watch more cartoons. Glad to see you're so skilled now. Oh, you flatter me. Yeah, I'm pretty good at the game. Sorry, I immediately lost aura. This is hard. I'm not even the fart. I watch myself, cautious pilled. Yeah, I can be a little cautious pilled. Everyone still needs to watch all of One Piece. I think people can read it. I'm more of a reader myself. I usually consume edibles. I don't know about you though. I don't. But I won't fault you for doing it. What cartoons mainly? SpongeBob. Honestly, if you watch like the first 4 seasons of SpongeBob, I think you have your bases covered. I think you're fine. But that's kind of like critical viewing. Wait, that wasn't too tough of a room. I just was kind of scared. Wait, W. Whoa, they're really bouncing on me now. GG, thank you. I feel like we might be starting to cruise, folks. Oh, I got to dash a bit. 42 is 67. I feel like we're cruising. I can't believe there's still over 20 rooms left in this frickin' D side. That's crazy. I'm so embarrassed. I think it's a down right angle there, yeah. Teej, we told you it would get free. When does it get free, though? Or have we started free here? Dang it. Has anyone spoiled the last quarter of this D side? If not, good. I don't know. How can you even spoil a D side? I guess no one answer that question if there's genuinely a way to do it. But in general, we've just kind of been vibing, man. Oops, I probably shouldn't have done that. One day I'll learn. No one's really spoiled it because he hasn't picked up on it. I'm confused. Teej, please tell me what you were thinking I was gonna say when I said I want to admit something. I don't even remember you saying that, if we're being honest. Did you say you wanted to admit something? This looks mildly challenging. Yeah, it's up there. It's predominantly challenging, for sure. Yeah, I'm gonna wait for a ball here, and then I can go. Ah ha ha! It's been spoiled on previous streams, but doubt he remembers. Are you saying that my memory's bad? I'm JC from Twitch. Yeah, why are you so obsessed with making the stream about you and always asking me what I think about your cryptic messages? Could you explain that, or do you want to keep doing that? Never mind, bruh. Okay. Did you know if you break the block on the top of the level, you can find a room with Global written on it? Wait, hold on. Ow. I actually can't get it. I guess I'll just keep going. Super off starting platform, you could probably hit it. Yeah, maybe extended super. Think you need debug mode? Maybe. Maybe double diagonal at the dash crystal. Yeah, I'll try. I don't know if that works. Or maybe I'm just doing it wrong. Maybe I'm a little too far to the left. I'm busy. Bye, TJ. See you maybe. Take care of yourself. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Does anyone have any suggestions? I'm dying in the exact same spot every time. Wait, the shot do diagonal from more right? Okay. What's up, Poopy Cove? Maybe plain right dash, then plain left dash? I know, I think the first one needs to be a down right, otherwise I can't get the dash crystal. I don't think so. I don't think that's the problem. Maybe, I don't know. I feel like I was having more success going fast. Like, it's not about, like, I can clear the orb. It's about fucking... Yeah, I don't know if it's the diagonal left. I feel like I've been fixated on that ever since someone said to do a left diag, and it's just not working. Yeah, let's try the right down diag into a just a regular left dash. Damn it, never mind. Old habits die hard. This is the kind of thing where save state practice would help a lot. Cool. But, okay. I guess I just need to veer a little more to the right after the down right diag, because if I left dash, it's too long. Would you rather eat a boiled egg with way too much pepper or way too much salt? Probably salt. I feel like pepper would make me choke. You're long. You're long. Welcome back, Ash. Oops. I missed the dash. You're long. You're taking too long reference? On God. I'm up to date on Deltarune. I know the reference. I would choose salt because that's what I already do. Yeah, I feel like a salty egg is fine. Too much pepper can really spoil something in a way that too much salt doesn't, in my opinion. Hey, this is a hard rune. But not in like a cool way. Not like in a fun, cool way. And just kind of like a dumb way. If I'm being honest. This room's just annoying. Yeah, that's the word. Like the last room of 3C? I don't know if I remember that one. It's been a minute. I'm slowly, finally telling my brain to hold the wall for a second. 1, 2. I should probably start consciously counting. Okay, it goes 1, 2. Oh yeah, the Oshiro chase part? Yeah. Hello, Autumn. I forgot to count. One, two. I must have rushed the counting. I forgot. In another exciting episode of me playing Celeste, I don't like having to wait. 1, 2, so it's hard to get my brain to do it. I spent an hour promising myself that I'll finish it on stream today and still didn't get it. It's okay. The Oshro part, I just remembered. Yeah, the end of 3C is very hard. If you watch when I first played that, I crashed out a lot. You'll get it in due time, though. Don't you worry. With hard levels, Celeste starts to feel like a rhythm game. Yeah, that's like high-level mechanics for any game. It becomes like... It's all about inputs and the order you put them in. Trying to learn first steps from Celeste on my cello? Nice, that's wholesome. I hope that goes well for you. Oh my... Okay, that was our best. That was our best so far. Yeah, we're getting closer. Ooh, I didn't get the dash crystal. Just gotta lock in a little more. My heart hasn't been in it. Oops. But I can lock in a bit more. Dude, I hate forgetting to stop there. Like, there's just something in my bones. I just want to keep going. I don't want to stop. Oh, there it was. The hard thing is, even after I make it past this part, it's like I don't know what comes next. So if I mess it up, I'm still kind of screwed. Oh my god. I can't get my brain to stop. Like, I just don't want to do that. Yeah, and no binocular, which is frustrating. Okay, that felt like something. I wish we had binoculars in this room. That'd be nice. Oh, that was something. That was certainly something. It seemed like I was lined up better. Okay, I'm gonna stop counting. The actual timing is to wait until the orb appears on my screen. Okay, I was making it harder than it needed to be. Like, yeah. Okay, never mind. It changed. Binoculars with battling are kind of buggy. Ah, that's probably why. Hey, I forgot to fucking wait again. Okay, I never mind. The the discovery I made was wrong. It's not that. It needs to be something else. But not that. Back to counting. Yeah. And I forgot to count. I just want the room to be over with. So I rush through it. My opinion, if a room has a design like you have to stop and wait 2 seconds in it, I don't like the room. Yo, Teej, when's the State Fair video coming, my dude? What's up, J-Stiz? I have no idea. Austin's editing it. I don't know. Everyone's curious about it. I genuinely have no idea. Austin says he's been working on it, though. But anyone else's guess, good as mine. Hope you're good anyway, homie. Yeah, I hope you're doing well too, Stiz. Thanks for dropping by. Wait on the higher wall so the bullet is shot at a different angle. That's not a bad idea. I guess I didn't realize that it aggroes from that high, but I guess that makes sense. Which I already forgot, by the way. Gonna lurk a little? Appreciate the lurk, man. And I forgot again. Forgetting things is fun. But also, it seems to be working fine again. Never mind. Not when I forget to stop. I don't know, man. I don't know. Bobby was being troublesome. God dang it, Bobby. Hey, I did it for the first time. I think I am going to go back to the up left dash now that I kind of have a better idea of spacing for it. That is a PB. But holy shit, getting there was painful. Oh, no, it's pretty precise. I don't fucking know what to do here. Jesus, bro. Monika, Monika, Monika. Yeah, okay. I'll take your word for it. Holy pixel perfect? Which part? Dude. I have to keep my head above the water mentally, but dude, like... Keep it a buck, I am struggling here. This shit is mad frustrating. It's not difficult in the fun sense of the word. It's just kind of annoying. And does anyone even know what room count we're on? I think we still have like 20 rooms left. And I don't know if we're gonna get any more freebies. Yeah, I think I left dash. I think I just got lucky with that one up left. I don't think I can replicate that easily. There are some easier rooms. I mean, easier relative to this. I don't know if that's saying much. Who knows? This room's pretty fucking impossible. You ever try waiting on the upper wall? No, but that's because I just don't. Sorry. Can I send a vid on your Discord that shows you what you do wrong? You can. I'm kind of good. I'm just kind of playing the game. I don't genuinely care that much. As someone still in farewell, so I see seasides, this seems kind of hard. Yeah, I mean, this room in particular is just kind of unfair. It's like, I like difficulty. I hate when it's just like one part. I hate when it's one part that's just kind of dumb. Like, I don't really feel like overcoming this obstacle is making me a better Celeste player. It's just kind of an obstacle in my path to be done with the level, you know? And I feel like when it's that, the game is not as fun as it usually is. Oh, cool. Okay, so there's a lot more left. That's good to know. That also helps the mental. Like Undyne the Undying. On God. I didn't know you're familiar with Ball. Could we fast fall to get there before it? Oh, that's not a bad idea. I died. Who gave permission for this room? It's, dude. I don't know, man. Ugh. You have 2 Sans Undertale pins, 1 keychain, and 1 bookmark of him? That's only Sans Undertale? Nice. That sounds cool. That sounds quite cool. Bah, yeah. Oh, can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? Can you feel it, Mr. Krabs? You shouldn't regret anything. Yeah, live your truth. Get those pins. Strap it up. No! I was too early. Yeah, the thing I just really don't like is that there's the whole end section of this room that I have to do after this annoying part. Nice, Ash. Hell yeah. I missed the dash crystal. Just wondering your philosophy behind when to use save states. I don't have a philosophy. Dude, if you want help, I can tell you what I'm doing wrong. I'm fine. I don't care. I'm just gonna try a bit more and then stop. Stream's so interesting, I forgot to chat. Yeah, what's up? Our philosophy is fuck it, we ball. Yeah. Yeah. What do I do there? Am I supposed to hold on to my dash or something? Like am I supposed to fall to the left or the right there? Yeah, there's another chat. Bumper? Is there a bumper there that I missed? Oh, like, yeah, go back to the bumper. That makes sense. Sorry. Kind of out of it. That makes sense, though. That makes sense. It's almost 10 p.m. here. Yeah. Just streamer brain rot. Trying my best, though. Back to bumper feels right? Yeah, I would guess so. Like I still can't force myself to stop sometimes. Like, this is genuinely so bad for my brain. This might be one of my least favorite rooms I've ever played, on God. What's up, Gaming Paradise? How's it going? You have to avoid the pink spikes? Thanks, man. Do my best. It's going great. Good to hear, man. Maybe they look more like magenta. I could see an argument for both. You got this? Thanks, Bloxon. Appreciate you. Dang. I love ADHD meds. I probably need some of those myself. How's Celeste been to you? Like today or recently? Thanks for following on Twitch, Ash. I appreciate it. Like your hair, by the way. Thank you. I made it myself. Recently? It's been pretty good. The D-sides, I've enjoyed the D-sides up until 6D. 6D's proved to be a bit of a slog. Especially this stream. Looks kind of like mine. That's what people say. A lot of people come to this stream and they're like, we kind of have the same hair. Great minds think alike, I suppose. Did you enjoy 3D? I did. I liked 3D more than any of the vanilla chapter 3. Like, I'm usually a chapter 3 not enjoyer, but 3D was my favorite iteration of chapter 3. I hate anything 3. I know, I'm saying, Ash, I was the same way. I was the same way. One day you will play Monika's D-sides and you'll play 3D. It's not so bad. Great minds are covered by the same hair on God Angel. Half-Life 3 is not real. Not yet, but maybe someday. Dude. One day, but I'm still on 3C, and that's brutal. It's okay. This too shall pass. Like I said, 3C was... In fact, some people in chat right now were here when I first played 3C. It was not pretty. Also, I am a certified Oshiro hater. That is one thing for sure. The worst part of 3D was Oshiro. But I loved everything up until Oshiro, if I recall correctly. Then tell me, Odysseus, what is your opinion on musicals? Like musical theater? I went to school for theater, so there was a time in my life where I was a musical aficionado. I wouldn't say I knew all of them, but I knew quite a few. Yeah, no one likes Oshiro. Musicals in general? You theater kid / J? Yeah, I'm a theater kid. It is what it is. Specific ones you like? I'm not as into musicals anymore. But if you named some, I could tell my opinions. Honestly, genuinely, Shrek the Musical, I think, is one of the best musicals. I think it expands the characters quite a bit outside of the source material, but it's also just, it has a solid book and music. Unironically. It's quite good. Epic the Musical? That's the one that's on like TikTok and stuff, right? I haven't really listened to that or anything. I know that's like the Odyssey one though. Should I get back into Celeste? Have you been out of it? I think if you want to, you should. If you don't, probably not. Hamilton equals fire. I'm past patiently waiting. I'm passionately smashing every expectation. Every action's an act of creation. I'm laughing in the face of casualties of sorrow. The first time I'm thinking past tomorrow. That was off the dome. How do you get out of Celeste? You forget to cherish her. This is why I didn't apply for drama club in school, because everyone makes fun of band and theater kids. Yeah, but Cluster, do you understand how that's an L on your part? If you do something because you fear judgment from your peers, you're actually just limiting the horizons in your own life, which is a recipe for misery later on in life. I would say that you should do stuff. If something interests you, you should pursue them. You should not be, in your opinion on what you pursue in this life should not be informed by the judgments of others around you. And if you allow that to be the sole reason for why you do or don't do things, you're gonna have a bad time. Your sister's really into Hamilton and Taylor Swift? That's pretty based. It didn't interest me that much anyway. That's fair. I hope that that is your truth. Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair in general just to get bored of games. I think if you're bored of a game, it's the same way of like, I tell people this when they watch my stream. If you're bored of my stream, you ain't gotta watch. If you're bored of a game, you ain't gotta play. That's the wonderful thing about this life we lead. We only have so much time. We get to choose how we spend it. Isn't that beautiful? And I'm spending it not being able to get past this one part. Isn't that beautiful? Maybe up left just really isn't the move. I feel like it's so inconsistent. But that means I need to veer more right so I can regular left dash. Yeah, I think that's my move. How long on this room? I feel like most of the stream. Does anyone have an official timer? I feel like I've spent half the stream on this room. Yep, that's what I'm gonna do. What's the definition of insanity, TJ? I don't know. $48 to 49 minutes. Longest 48 to 49 minutes of my life, I tell you what. Oh, mama. Zooey mama, they've been telling me. The thing about the left dash is it makes it harder to line up with that bumper, though. The up left kind of puts me right where I need to be with it. This one is, there's a little more finagle. Also nice, put on 3C final room before closing stream, I tell you. Oh, really? How long were you on it? Oh, you said a few hours, right? I mean, honestly, that's a testament to your grit. I'd say that's pretty base to you. New PB. It's been a while since I read Diary of a Wimpy Kid seriously. What, with the cheese touch? We solved it. This is progress. Slow but inevitable progress. Yeah, we've got an idea now, which is nice. It's nice that I no longer have to wait 2 or 3 times out of 100 attempts to beat it. Or, well, we say that now, but... Ah! I didn't believe. Wait, that feels so much easier than what I once did. Ugh. My brain still hurts, though, from all the Celesting. If you're air playing modded, why not also use customization mods like Hyperline? Oh, I don't know. I'm not really familiar with customization mods. I just kind of play the game. The only mods I've installed are because they let me play the levels, you know? Or they help me with speedrunning. Just to change your hair? Oh. Yeah. I think that sounds fun. I think I don't need it. Eastside Prologue took you 3:30? Like 3 minutes and 30 or 3 hours and 30? You have a wholesome custom blue theme? Nice. I hope it serves you well. I feel like now I'm obligated to beat this room since we finally figured out how to do it. Also, the idea of booting up another stream and having to start with this level makes me want to throw up. 3 hours, 30 minutes, I'm guessing? Yeah. Guess what my favorite color is? Blue. Oops. Nice, I got it. W. How did you guess? They say context clues, you know? You can't always be sure, but sometimes you can use context clues to make informed perceptions. But... Maya! Okay, I've lost it. I need to lock back in. I think I can find it. Peaches likes pink and Princess Daisy likes purple. I like purple too. I thought Daisy likes orange. Or am I mistaken? Three hours of Hey Ya? Is that Hey Ya by Outkast, or are you talking about the "And so I cry sometimes when I'm lying in bed just to get it out what's in my head and I'm feeling a little peculiar. And so I wake in the morning and I step outside and I take a deep breath and I get real high and I scream the top of my lungs, what's going on? And I say, hey, yeah, 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 hey, yeah, yeah. I say, hey, what's going on? Are you talking about that or something else? Bro's got a good voice, but no highs, man? What do you mean no highs? Elaborate. I'll prove you wrong. Oh, the high gets swallowed by the mic? Yeah. That's what I thought you meant. It's frustrating. It like clips it because my voice is too powerful. As someone with a high voice, you got no high? Bro, I can sing so high. My mic cut it out, but I killed that shit. I don't know why it does that. Hey on Reflection Song? Who is that girl I see? Wait, you're not talking about Mulan? I'm laughing so hard at that? What? Wait, at what? What'd I do? My mic can't handle my power. Bazinga. Nope. Oh, the mic cutting off my voice. Oh, I see. I understand now. Wheezing for no reason. On God. Oh, I had it at one point and now I've lost it, folks. I don't know. I had it at one point, though. Hold more right? On what part? Oh, yeah, you're right. I forgot about that. Wait, that's so right. Yeah. Sorry, my cerebral cortex is exhausted. I forget now. Me watching things people do things I can't hope to do right now. Yeah, but being a passive observer is like it's easier to see what's going wrong, right? It's one thing living it, it's another thing looking at it, right? The whole idea that everyone's a critic, it's because people's ability to discern what's wrong with something is limitlessly more powerful than being able to exert the skill or ability to emulate it, right? I did D-sides on my first mod. I learned neutrals as I did 6D. I went crazy. I can sympathize. Yeah, learning neutrals in 6D sounds intense. Honestly, hat off to you on that. Chat taught me how to do neutrals, but I think I was still in any percent. Or it may have been when I was doing all red berries. I can't really remember. Oh, almost. I learned neutrals for Wing Golden. Yeah, that's another place to do them. That's why pure programming works. Exactly, Bloxon. That is a strong argument for the old pair pro. Sorry, my tongue slipped. But I landed the landing. Or I nailed the landing is what I meant. I landed the landing. Real laugh reveal. If I laughed like that, would you all still watch the stream? I know you would, because you're not judgmental people. You would be supportive of however my natural voice came out. Otherwise, you're toxic. What should I do as a first mod once I'm done? Story preferred? I haven't really played any story-based ones. I've done up through like half of Advanced Lobby and Strawberry Jam, which is a collab one, but that's more just like random grab bag. Oh, the laugh cut out? No laugh reveal? Oh. Dang it, I'm so funny though. Now y'all will never know how funny I was in that precise moment. Does anyone have, yeah, I guess chat would be a better recommender. I haven't played too many custom mods yet. But my plan is to get around to all of them. Well, not all of them, but you know, the main ones that people like. Dude. Bro should really get a better mic. I don't think it's my mic. I think it's the post-processing I have on it. It's just because, like, my voice gets so loud when I hit a certain decibel that my mic gets really, like, it just gets overloaded. But also, yeah, if I had, like, a dynamic mic, it would probably work better. Or, like the frickin' Shure SM7B that everybody has. It would probably work better. You can't do every Celeste mod? That'd be like trying to get every Minecraft mod? Yeah, exactly. But there are a few that are commonly recommended. We also have a whole Celeste modded map suggestions channel in our Discord. So I'm also sourcing based off of that. I don't know if there are any story ones in that, though. I'm not sure if anyone's recommended. I think Glyph's a story one? We were talking about playing that at one point. I mean, Celeste basically is Minecraft when you think about it. If you squint hard enough. Oops. 2D Minecraft for real? Yeah, a lot of folks claim that it's Terraria, but I know the truth. Hive mind. Yeah, maybe try Glyph, Ash. I've heard good things about Glyph. I just can't personally co-sign it, but I think that one's pretty story-coded. Bah! Tej, I want Geometry Dash stream. Yeah, I know, Leo. I'm sorry. If I was streaming more than just 2 days this week because of the holiday, I would have ran another Variety Friday vote with Geometry Dash. But it'll be in the vote next week when I come back. And by all means, it should win. So be sure to vote for it then. First, I'm going to finish Farewell and Seasides. Yeah, that's definitely fair. You have your work cut out for you there. I don't blame you for that. Also, by the time you're able to beat Farewell, you should be at a good level to try out custom stuff. Oopsie daisies. Oh yeah, I have to wait. I don't want to wait for our lives to be over. I took a pastry, grapes, and a yogurt to school. Guess how much of that I ate? None of it. Waiting. Correct! I love ADHD meds. Yeah, that's fair. Oh no, I boosted Flark. Warka Flarka Flame. Oh wow, I just got so dizzy. That's an epic ref, by the way? Oh. Oh, that's why I didn't know it. My apologies. I've been over this before. I wish I knew and understood every reference, but I don't. I don't roll like that. Damn, wait, I almost had it. Listen to it? Okay. Maybe someday. It's like 2.5 hours? That's so long. Stream it, please. I mean, we can add it to Variety Friday suggestions. I'm normal about Epic, I swear. I mean, everybody has their interests, right? I ain't gonna yuck your yum. I just ain't familiar with it. But if it's a thing you like, I think that's totally okay. You can't on Fridays? Oh, rip. I mean, the VOD saves on YouTube, so if I ever ended up doing that, you would be able to watch it, just not live. But, yeah, that's true. Live is the whole point. I mean, on God, I agree. But some people are VOD watchers. Some of God's chosen champions. Ah, dang it, I tried so hard not to boost, I under-boosted. Oops. Okay. Here it is. Ah, I panic dashed. Damn it. I only watched small ant VODs because he played Deltarune in hours I was asleep at. Other first time Deltarune VODs. Have you watched my first time Deltarune VODs? God damn it, yeah. I warn you, if you watch my Deltarune VODs, there are some weird folks in the first couple streams. I will soon. Nice. Yeah, I went through a whole Undertale arc. So I've played through all the routes in Undertale. I've played through just regular old Deltarune. I did a pacifist run, and I've also played through all the routes in Undertale Yellow. Who were they thirsting for this time? Wait, who? Wait, what? Who's thirsting? Oops. Haven't finished Yellow yet? I really like Yellow. I actually prefer... I think I like Undertale Yellow more than Deltarune. I think I remember ending one of my sessions on this room. Yeah, we're getting close here. I'm trying to give all I can, and I'm getting close. Yeah, Angel speedruns Undertale Yellow. That's how much he loves it. Oh. Oopsies. Not the boost, bro. You can't get past any boss without quitting for at least a month in between. It is a hard game. Admittedly, it is a hard game. I'm afraid of overtraining, getting me hard stuck on a room for 5 hours after that happened once. Yeah. I would definitely... If I wasn't streaming, I would have quit a long time ago on this level. Like, I'm usually, in my private life, I'm usually much more of like a, okay, I'll give it a few. If I'm stuck on something for more than an hour, it probably means like I need to rest the old muscle memory and all that stuff. GG, we'll get him next time. But my ego is just like, I would really love to beat this room before I end. I would really love to beat this room. The longer I'm stuck on something, the more it feels like something I need to overcome, you feel? It becomes less about the game and more about, like, I'm doing it for myself, you know? Like, rising to the occasion of overcoming tough stuff is actually, like, fun sometimes, you know? And there was certainly a time where, like, I was kind of like, okay, time to pack it up. And maybe I'll still do that, but it's just hard. It's hard to give up. It's hard to admit defeat. It's hard to surrender. But my eyes are getting pretty tired. What's up, Lumi? Mature Great Plus yesterday? Nice. Best of luck with the Moonberry. Congrats on taking your meds. I believe in you, Tej. You will crush this room. Thanks, Wimpy Cove. I appreciate everyone supporting me in chat. This has been an unforgiving room. Wait, I was kind of sick for that. No! Oh, no! I was so close! Oh, now I can't stop. Can't stop! Addicted to the shindig! I can't stop now. I'm right there. Was the idea that I needed to wait for the crumbly to come back, y'all? Where did I blow it on that? I kind of saw that coming. Yeah. That was a huge PB. That was, and I saw the end of the room for the first time. So that was kind of a huge boost for the mental. The dopamine we released. Dude, I hate when I hit the perfect boost by accident. One time when I was camping, I almost got bit by a viper when I was 9. And what are the lessons you took away from that? Were you able to overcome it? You can probably buff at the dash and get back to the edge of the room, but land on it for safety. Well, the problem that feels unsafe to me about the crumbling block. Oh, wait, I could probably... I'm actually going to hyper off of it. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to hyper on the crumble block before it falls apart. Maybe. Or, I don't know. Wait, I'm actually confused. Shit, I wish I could binoculars to see it again. I have aphantasia. I can't just conjure up a mind's eye image. It was a spaghetti. I was swimming in a river and there was a baby cottonmouth in there. Is a cottonmouth the same as a viper? A cottonmouth sounds like its own thing, no? What, that? I don't know. Oh, there we go. No! Sorry. I'm sorry for yelling. I know some people have sensitive ears, and I'm sorry for yelling. What you said you have? Aphantasia? I've talked about this before on stream, but aphantasia is just like, you know how people are just like, okay, picture this in your mind's eye. It's where you're like, if someone told you to picture an apple, you can see like a red apple in your head. People with aphantasia, they don't actually see it. Like you say apple and I can't see it in my head. It affects like a small percentage of the population. I always assumed that when people talked about a mind's eye image, they were speaking in like metaphors. Like they're just like, imagine you're at a beach right now. And I'm just like, okay. How do you ever read anything? I don't know. Surprisingly enough, I was an avid reader growing up, but I think it's just because like, I'm more interested in the structure of language rather than the pictures that are conjured from it. Because obviously no pictures are conjured from it. But I've always been fascinated by language and the syntax of it and the structure of it and how words flow together. But it's like, I don't know. It's hard to describe to people who don't have it because it's like, it's not like I don't understand what's happening in a story. I just like, I don't play a movie in my head when I read stuff. I just like, I digest the language and, you know, it's just a different way of processing the same information, I suppose. Oops, that was early. Have you ever been able to imagine images a single time? Yeah, and the reason why I know I have this is like I've talked about this also before on stream. Right about when I'm about to go to bed, like when you're in that in-between state between sleeping, I kind of get that imagery of like, it feels like what imagery looks like when you're dreaming. But it's like I don't have control over it. It feels like a bit of a visual hallucination when I have my eyes closed. So like when I'm able to see that, I'm like, oh, I can imagine what a mind's eye image is supposed to be because sometimes I can experience like the very like edges of what it is to experience it. But I don't have control over it. And it only happens when I'm kind of like going in between consciousness and unconsciousness. But it's not an on-command thing. Like if someone told me to imagine Maddie from Celeste, I wouldn't be able to conjure the sprite in my head. Whereas most people, or non-aphantasics would. But I still have a lot of associations when someone says Celeste. I just like, I don't, like visuals don't come to my head. Emotions come to my head. Vibes come to my head. Like aura comes to like, I think that's why I'm such like a vibe-based person is because like I don't, is partially because I don't have a mind's eye. So I think it actually strengthens some of my sensibility for like intuition and that kind of thing. Ah, shit. Just because what I'm reading right now is British and the podcast I'm listening to is also British. True. Is it possible to do predictions here? I don't know, like stream predictions? I actually don't know how to do that. If there's a mod around, maybe they could figure it out. See ya, conboy. What actually happens in someone's brain when they imagine images from a neurological perspective? I don't know. That's a great question. I would love to know that. But I think ultimately, you know, like obviously the human brain is a fickle thing. And I think ultimately, like, it's the same idea of like, you know, people talk about how the way blind people process sounds is different, or like the way, like the idea that blind people, they still have some kind of like, there's some kind of visualization of some sort in their head for how they process their surroundings, and it's impossible for us as non-blind people to understand it. Like the brain is very creative at finding ways to work around its own inhibitions, right? So like, I don't know. The same way I can't make you guys understand what it's like to have aphantasia, you can't make me understand what it's like to not have aphantasia. But somewhere all the same, part of how we fundamentally process new information and old information is changed because of years and years of how our brain has developed and learned to parse information. You know? But I would be curious to see what specific parts of our brains light up at the same information. It could be that for aphantasics, different parts of our brains are activated for different things, right? What about autism? Can you all imagine what it's like? No, I think anything that is like subjective experience, it's pretty impossible to imagine. And I think that's actually what gets a lot of people in trouble is I think a lot of people have an over tendency to assume that they can understand those things more than they actually can. But when it's like completely based on senses and perception and the differentiation of how those processes happen, I think it's like, it's impossible to tell. And I think people are just deceiving themselves if they're just like, oh no, I have a pretty good idea of what that would be like. It's like, you really don't. You have some semblance of a construct that your own biases in your mind come up with, but at the end of the day, they're biases. It's like the whole idea that like a picture of a penny is not the penny, right? When you're drawing something and every time you get a new detail, you add to the drawing, scars, colors, etc. At least that's my experience while reading. Yeah, that makes sense. It makes sense that it's kind of a drawing that's coming together as you read more. But again, yeah, I think that's why in fiction, I care so much more about the dynamics between characters and dialogue, because that is more of like a vibe-based thing and less about the world building and stuff. I think that's why like a lot of people talk about like their favorite thing about fantasy is just like, oh man, the way Tolkien described this hill is so cool. And it's like, I don't fucking see an image when I'm reading that shit. It's always a lean out moment for me. But I care about characters and their motivations and how they interact, you know? And what they want out of life, what they want out of each other, what they want out of their given circumstances, etc., etc. Ad infinitum. And I'm not saying that people who don't have aphantasia don't have that. I think it's just like I have a bit more of a... My sensibility naturally has more of an inclination there. And when that is lacking, I sense it just a bit more, because if something doesn't have that, I don't really have as much to hook into. You know what I'm saying? You see someone described as super duper pale with white hair and colorless eyes, then you pretty much draw them fully in white. That's fair. Ah, that dude, I fucking hate that part. Ad infinitum? YouTube, did you just say infinite ads? We can do that. Wait, did they hit you with ads when I said that? That's kind of funny. I've really lost the plot here, though. I need to lock back in. No, they didn't? Okay, thank God. Now they will. Now that we've talked about it, though, now they will. Have you ever listened to what Battlein sounds like without the music? I have not. Use an ad blocker? RIP my dreams. Three more tries. 3. 2. And 1. All right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a lurk now on 2% volume. Shout if you finish. Oh, I'm ending. I'm giving up. I can't take it anymore. Oh, thanks for the stream, y'all. I'm sorry that we couldn't beat 6D, and like we're still, I think, not even 2/3 through it. Why is this so much longer than every other D side? It's okay, break's part of the work. Yeah. Oh, I forgot to pause the time. Boop. And I need to save and quit. Yeah, I'm just tired. I got work to do. I'll see y'all later. Roblox with Quinn tomorrow. Yeah. Oh, I'm so tired. Raid Puppy Girl Gwenny on Twitch? Sure. I'm probably not going to stick around, but I'm... All right. Y'all have a good time. Take care of yourselves. Next Celeste stream? Yeah, it should be Monday when I come back from my vacation. But yeah, I'll see y'all later. Bye. Bye-bye.